Good evening, good morrow, and good day, and welcome to Flaming Jak's Bar and Grill. Or should I say, welcome to Slice and Dice here with the Manylands campaign. It's our Halloween special, and so we are all in costume today. I am playing Jackman von Winklebottom, or Candleclaw Winklebottom, there's no von in there. The proprietor of Flaming Jak's Bar and Grill, which our party have just resided in over the last stream. Anyway, I'll drop the accent for now, because that's going to get very annoying.
That's for Jack time.
For Jack time, exactly. So today, as I said, is our Halloween special. It's meant to be on Monday, but it's here today because I am fit and able to do it today. It also means that today is Halloween. Yay! So, how are you doing, everybody? Hope you're okay.
Very
As you
warm.
can see, everyone is in their costumes.
Extreme warmness.
Let's just give you a little bit more of you guys. So we'll be doing it all in costume today, which is the main thing. There will be some other Halloween treats for the players throughout today's stream as well.
Like grapes. Like the most Halloweeny of all the things.
Oh no, they're not grapes. They're
eyes.
Oh no, I've hidden actual treats. I've hidden them away, but they will come out.
What?
Yeah, that's right. It's full of surprises. Speaking of surprises and treats, our first giveaway is still ongoing. It's your final chance to enter. Yep, thank you. It's with the badge there. To win a set of 3 D&D badges courtesy of our friends at the Adventurers Gift Shop. This is your last chance to enter on the Twitch stream. All you got to do to enter to be in with a chance of winning those 3 badges, completely free D&D themed badges, such as your one, such as the dungeon. Which what does it say? What does it say again, Marta? What does it say?
It says, the DM killed my character, and all I got was this lousy badge.
Yeah.
I want it, but I don't want to die.
So there's that, the Dungeon Master badge, and one other, which can all be yours just by enter into the chat the word badges, and you'll be entered into the draw, and I'll be announcing the winner on our next stream, which will be Monday, normal time.
Ooh. That is badges, not badgers.
Although I have accepted.
I was going to ask if next week's word was mushroom.
I did accept badges when people entered with badges last time.
Snake.
Drake Lazarus. I accepted badges. So get in touch with that throughout the stream. As far as announcements go, I think that's pretty much it for today, isn't it?
I have an announcement.
Oh, yes.
So this one.
Take your hat off.
Every year, at least one, maybe even 2 people loses their hats. Please donate today to go join our Discord and on #FateDice, #find Seth's hat. You too can make a difference. Every donation of a hashtag is an extra 5% chance that I will get my hat back one day. No. Please. Hashtag today.
That is a fetching hat, so that's a worthy call.
Thank you.
You've managed to make it fit.
And you also reminded me of one last thing that I forgot to mention. Well, 2 things, in fact. So, firstly, our Discord is up and running. If you haven't joined it already, come and join us on Discord.
How?
How? Good question.
We're going to post an invite. We're still in setup mode.
Yes. Once. So keep your eyes on the channel. We'll keep you updated with when it is fully polished, because there are little bits we're working on.
So join, but not yet.
But be ready to join,
be
ready to pounce. One thing you can join up to right now, which I am still updating as well, is you can now listen to the Slice and Dice podcast, which is now available on like 7 different podcast platforms. It's all over the place. So Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iTunes. It's everywhere. Anywhere you find podcasts, you will probably find us. At the moment, it's session 1 and session 0 are up, and the rest will be going up over the next few weeks as I edit the audio.
Yeah.
Alright.
Imagine after session 1 and 2, it gets easier.
Yeah. After 1 and 2, it gets a little easier.
We need to
Yeah.
make a voice game. When is Jack talking to the party?
You can
when
also,
is he talking to himself?
It's like an audio drama.
Listen.
when is he talking to the audience?
I don't know when that's happening.
Yeah. So there's all of that to look
Subscribe.
forward to.
So, quick
And if you're in,
me,
go for it.
just something everybody already knows, but I'm gonna be gone for a little while, and it's gonna be. I'll be back soon. But while we do that, I'm going to be slightly self-promotional, and so if you want to see what I'm up to across the pond, you can follow me at Nordholio. That's like Cornholio, but different on pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Choose a platform.
It's
Okay.
so
Stupid
tragically,
platform.
Marta and therefore Naeris will be missing for then for 4 weeks at least, for the whole of November. But to make up for that massive loss, we do have some special guest stars who will start appearing throughout November and beyond, depending on obviously where the party goes. Depends on when my special guest stars and friends will start turning up in the world. So look forward to that. Anyway, that's
Quick
enough.
to replace me.
It's so hard. I've had to get like 5 different people just to try and replace one person. Anyway,
Even more crowded.
yeah,
I've
just going to
found
put them all in a room.
Potential permanent replacement.
Everyone just stacked
Yeah.
on other people.
So anyway, with that
Someone's
all
getting
taken
burned.
care of, let's jump
I might
into
just
tonight's Halloween special edition of Slice and Dice.
I may just have to do just an unexpected.
You're lucky everything's blurry.
And we are back.
Me too.
You guys I can't really see, but it's for the good. You got to suffer for your art
I'm gonna be like-
I
sometimes.
make a character.
Anyway,
Like literally.
The short-sighted rogue, no throwing daggers.
so last time, chaps, you after finally defeating the Rat King, a figure who has caused some difficulty to your party, and in fact, exploring the caverns have proved deadly to the party. You finally managed to apprehend him, knock him unconscious after giving him a massive beating, and then tied him up. And then that left you free to explore the rest of his lair, the laboratory, and beyond. And you encountered a mimic, which you managed to just about defeat, although Naeris got stuck to it for quite a long time. You found the staff of the Rat King, which Naeris has taken and has offered her own quarterstaff to Malar, who was lacking a quarterstaff due to previous actions.
You're hitting.
He lost his quarterstaff. He gained 2 sticks.
Yeah, he gained us 2 6 and he threw them away. Anyway, you also got a load of alchemical equipment. You got a load of goodies, a load of treasure, and a load of potions and things like that. All kinds of things that you would expect to find in a lab, surprisingly. Before exiting from the cavern, but on your way out, one of you has been talking, Seth, to a medallion that seems to be of an otherworldly entity. Seth asked for proof whether this otherworldly being was as powerful as it was. I'm paraphrasing, but you essentially wanted him to prove that he was powerful, and so he did just that, rendering Seth stupefied. Nice picture. Rendering Seth stupefied and knocked unconscious. With the rest of the party leaving him behind, it was up to Nibbles the rat to inform the party of what had happened, and this did not go down well with staunch ancient cult defier Malar Shadecreek of the 8, causing another fracture between you guys and within the party. And this went on with you. Things happened later on, but before we got to that, you got back to the cellar and back to the inn, and there you found Callie Shallows, the investigator from Halfreach, who had been following you since you left Halfreach in a heroic and slightly disastrous fashion aboard the Stonebreaker that you stole. She returned the horses to you that you'd left behind at the cavern, and you managed then to give her the ledger, which you'd been tasked to get in the first place, which is why you broke into the manufactory. The what? Sorry?
I've never heard it called that before.
You returned that to her, got the gold in exchange, and the horses, you've been informed, are tacked up outside ready for you, the 2 horses that you left behind. So that was great. Some good news. But then it came to some bad news, and the altercation to do with the medallion. Seth was determined to keep a hold of his medallion because he was promised power. He was promised power beyond his dreams and an understanding of magic that he yet does not know.
Rat King, rat.
Nibbles kind of told on you about that. No, sorry, the Rat King did, because when he awoke, the Rat King also can hear this, the Old One, he's called, the Old One's voice. And this had driven the Rat King insane, almost like a cautionary tale for Seth, you would say, that after a prolonged exposure to this voice, he'd gone mad. Seth still didn't want to relinquish the medallion, and so Malar decided that he wanted to take the medallion, and during the scuffle, the Rat King transformed into a rat and tried to escape. Seth, being a wily and perceptive rogue, withdrew a dagger, a canny rogue, threw his dagger, embedded it in the rat, and slayed the Rat King with the dagger in the back. And just after this, Malar, enough was enough for you, and you decided to take the medallion with Leobrin's help, because detect magic meant that you could see where that magic medallion was and not the decoys that Seth kept putting out.
I like you to put your glasses back on for that.
That meant Malar could then take the medallion from you. In fact, it had fallen on the floor, and he took it from the floor and seemingly disappeared, turned into shadow, and then disappeared from sight from the rest of you. Malar doesn't remember what happened, but for those of you who are listening, what happened was he was he came to, he was transported to another plane of existence. He didn't know where he was, but he was underwater and it was dark and he was drowning. A light appeared below him, and he found that his leg was tethered by a tentacle, and it appeared to be of a great kraken beneath. Before he was then transported back, thanks to some negotiation from Seth, back in the real world, he was transported back unconscious, lifeless, but still alive, fortunately, in a pond outside, where you guys picked him up, decided to call it a night, as it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. A lot had happened, and decided to rest up, to be fresh, to head on and carry on your adventures, planning to go towards Hillburg to meet up with the Dwarves and hopefully find the Lady Helaine Grenforth, as well as Naeris' aunt and uncle. And that's where we're going to pick things up. So,
Is it still the night of, or is it the morning after?
if there's anything you'd like to do in the night, then yes, let me know now, and otherwise we'll jump ahead to morning.
I'm just ready to knock off a point of the stats being down.
Yes,
and all
This
that.
morning, is it long rest?
So you'll be long rested, which I have already done on D&D Beyond.
Oh.
But,
Hey.
so I forgot to say about that. So for those of you watching live, D&D, we've got a D&D Beyond Twitch extension, which means that you can now keep track of our entire party's hit points. You can find out all sorts of information about their stats, their background, their backstory, all that stuff, as Marshall is cannily and very ably displaying for us. Although, yeah. So if you're watching live, you'll be able to catch that. If you're watching on demand or on YouTube, sorry, you can't see it. That's why you should watch live. There you go. That's what happens. Yes, you see nothing. Okay. So is anyone doing anything in the evening?
Going to bed.
Or going straight to bed? Everyone going to bed? I assumed you were, but I thought I should ask.
I do want to talk to the bouncer guy very briefly.
Sure.
Will he be there in the morning, or is he?
He's there most of the time that you've been there.
I'll
Yeah.
talk to him in the morning.
Sure. Okay. Anyone else? Great. Okay, so morning arrives
Spell slots, yeah.
after a
What are you talking about?
after a very heavy sleep, given
You
the
still
amount
have
of
spells.
trying and the trials and tribulations that you have been on over the last day or so. You awake suddenly without the burden of taking care of a rat nest on your mind, and now are looking forward to your next adventure. Light streams in through the windows of your various rooms, except for Fleeting Look, who is in the cellar.
He's not with me, thank God.
No, he didn't follow you this time. What do you want to do first thing in the morning? Who is first up?
Mal would have kept down in one of the booths again, feeling a somewhat desiring distance from his party members at the moment.
So probably back to the same booth you were in originally,
Yeah, probably.
because you made your bed there a
He
little
hates
bit.
us so much he doesn't want a bed anymore.
I don't want to sleep next to one. I don't want to sleep next to you, and I think Leo's had enough.
I had a single bed, so yeah.
Now I will get up and he'll have breakfast, and he
Excellent.
will get a couple of loaves of bread for the road and some apples, if that's all right.
Of course, my good man. Yes. Yusuf Jackman Winklebottom, the proprietor, turns up at the bar, ready to receive you. Yes, a loaf of bread, was it?
Oh, just to make that too, friend.
Oh, especially hungry this morning. Okay, not a problem at all. Well, 2 loaves of bread, and what was it you wanted for breakfast? Got some eggs, if you'd like.
I would rather prefer some dietary fibre. Fruit will be fine.
Of course. Well, altogether, that should be a silver piece for the lot.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much.
Marvellous. And he brings out, after a moment or two, brings out your 2 loaves, as well as a nice bowl full of some seasonal fruit, all of which seem to be sort of grapes. It's a fairly Mediterranean-style climate in Burikrin, so it's not too cold. So you're getting those kind of fruits, yeah.
Sure.
Passion fruits, grapes. It's very fancy. Some citrus, yeah.
But,
All that good stuff. Okay, and you're there having breakfast. Who's next?
Seth's still
Naeris.
asleep.
Like that. Yeah.
All right,
I'll also fill up both my water skins.
good call.
Naeris is gonna lurch down very slowly, kind of leaning onto her staff a little bit still.
Your new
looking
staff.
A little bit sallow, but not quite as bad as, the immediately post-resurrection
Mm-hmm.
glow or lack thereof.
Yeah, looking slightly less sallow.
Necrotic
Yeah.
glow.
Yeah.
You're now back to your healthy paleness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost.
Yes, there.
Nearly there.
Yeah, so she basically lurches down, just like
Right.
any kind of teenager is not for a morning,
Oh my god.
and just is really tired. Kind of sees Malar and kind of sees the fruit like that. Goes over, just helps herself too. Whenever it just sits down and says absolutely nothing.
Good morning, Jackman scuttles over to you. Yes, I trust you slept well. Would you care for anything to drink at all? Any tea or? It's actually in the character this time. I've given you descriptions before, but never have you seen it in the
No,
flesh.
it's so amazing. It's more than I ever hoped it could be.
Would you like anything to drink at all, madam? No? Okay, all right. I'll just be behind the bar. Deacon Shade Creek, would you care for anything to drink at all?
Oh, just water, please.
Skinflint, okay. He goes back behind the bar.
She'll yell after you and just say like, tea.
Instant tea coming right up! Comes back a couple of moments later with a stoneware pot, which I actually have it now. I should have brought it with me. Maybe we'll get it in the break. Pops it on the table for you. That's 2 silver pieces, please. It's very fine Niscan tea. This one is.
Slides it over.
This one has hints of ginger and lemon as well.
Please,
Very good for the flu
stop.
as autumn is coming.
Stop talking. Just stop.
And he just leaves. He's just talking to himself. He's just saying things towards you. Okay, right. That's you guys as you're chowing down on breakfast. You know?
Yeah, Brucon, just a short while after these guys, Brucon will make his way down. This is going to
you
be
put on your wraps for the day.
Yeah, this false beard is going to be
Sorry.
I feel-
You might
I-
have to go staffless.
I feel your pain, brother.
You might
I
have to
feel
go.
your pain.
There we go.
I mean, the beard is the main event because you've still got an actual moustache. So
It's
It works. It works
Yeah.
actually.
okay, fine. That then okay, good.
we'll stick to that.
And now my mouth is not mostly fake fur.
The almost neckbeard.
Or, well, now I have to set it all on fire. Thanks for that.
Naeris can help with that.
Already quite warm.
Envy the
Meanwhile, back at the plot,
Sorry.
Brucon.
Bring it in.
Brucon wakes up, grooms himself, adjusts the facial hair,
As you did.
and then he'll come. He'll head on down and saunter up to the bar and good morning,
Yes, Mr. Brucon, was it?
Mr. Ree. But please, yeah, Brucon,
Yes.
absolutely. Master Winklebottom, I'd like to break my fast this morning.
Of course. What can I get for you this morning?
I suppose I'm supposed to ask for something along the lines of some boiled water and biscuits or something. But do you happen to have any cured meats?
Well, yes, of course we do. I've got some salted pork, if you'd like.
Salted pork.
I don't know
It is particularly good.
I don't know the last time I've had salted pork. It's been so long. Yeah, I'll please some salted pork.
Well, yes, of course. Yes, that will. I can get that. Would you like anything to drink to go with it, or?
Again, he does a kind of. I mean, it's supposed to be something incredibly boring, but and then kind of.
A flaming jambuka, sir?
Just stares off into the middle distance, and it's just like he hears the flaming jackbuka suggestion, and just kind of. Yes, I think so.
Right, excellent. Well, that will be for the lot of that. That'll be 5 silver pieces.
He reaches into his coin purse, realizes that there's more in there than there had been for quite some time, and just sort of and drops 5 of them on the countertop.
Thank you very much, and he disappears off. Tells the kitchen about the pork, and then comes back to pour out your drink. And as he sort of starts messing with the bottle and so on, he talks to you. Mr. Brucon, did you I don't suppose you visited here some years ago, did you at all? I seem to remember somebody of your particular visage was also of the name Brucon, as the Rumbleguts family, a very, very powerful merchant family, if I recall properly. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Brucon is a very common name amongst the Dwarvish people. I'm not aware of any direct connection with the Rumbleguts. Everyone, of course, has heard of the Rumbleguts. I'm not connected with them. I think it must be some kind of confusion that you're labouring under here.
Make a deception check.
Obviously.
No. I was waiting to see if you get advantage or not.
Do we know your last
No, yeah, and the answer was no.
Do we know your last
Close.
No. Well, you didn't. Not the actual one, no.
Only Rudy's
How does this
babblings
work?
some sessions ago. You may well have forgotten.
Deception, you'll say.
Can
Uh-oh.
a player give a DM inspiration?
Ooh, okay.
The sort of pork. It's got to be watching Lord of the Rings.
How about a 19? 19 do anything for you?
19. Yep, he's fairly convinced. He starts. He pours
Stole
a
that
drink
one
and he slides it across the bar to you. There's a little shot of Jack Booker.
Boom.
Yeah, there you are. Well, I mean, I don't want to be called a racist. I'm not saying all dwarves look the same, of course. Well, anyway, I should get on.
Remind me what species Jackman is?
He's a gnome.
He's a gnome. Okay, all right. Congratulations on killing Leo.
You were saying he wasn't a racist. I'm not saying all dwarves look the same.
I'm not a racist, but
every dwarf in the bar turns around.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there is no Mace Flint or his cronies at the bar currently. It's just you guys at breakfast, plus Elenium, it is the elf who always seems to hang around at Chapman's at the moment.
As Brucon walks away, another dwarf comes up to the bar and you're like, you look like a Rumblegut.
Anyway, so he gives you your drink. Moments later, your salted pork arrives. A fat chunk of pork just on a slab, dished out to you. That's a silver platter. It's very, very good. Dishes that up to you. Are you joining the other two at the table?
What are we what are we looking at body language wise?
Not too we're not saying anything, but I think we're sharing the space in relative quiet, but not uncomfortably so.
Funny story on a Halloween related note. I recently restarted watching Stranger Things, so the vibe I'm getting here is coffee and contemplation.
Yes.
No contemplation on Naeris' side. She's just staring at her cup of tea. Just staring at it.
Coffee and contemplation, or 1,000-yard step.
just staring at it. Just like...
Cool.
So if you start talking to her right now, you better have a really good reason.
Okay, well, Brucon's definitely not enough of a morning person, as we can see by the flawless styling out of the bluff check there. He's just gonna walk on over, look at the situation on the table, and just go right, and sit down and just start scarfing away the blessed salted pork.
Excellent. And as that continues, who's next?
Can I come down and talk to Jack? Yeah, it's Jack at the bar.
Yeah, of course you can.
I was like, talk to you. It's like, no, it's someone else.
Good morning, Mr. Seth. How are we?
I'm good.
How is the old rat killer?
He actually saw me kill just one literal rat. Yes, I had a business proposition for you this morning.
Yes, and he brings up his spectacles and leans in close, although he's obviously half your height anyway, but leans in close over the bar. Yes?
I was wondering if you had a staff member you could spare for a few weeks.
On what errand?
Something I need delivered to Calas, which is a couple weeks out of our way, but we just need someone we can trust to deliver it there in time.
And as we couldn't find one of those, we thought we'd go to you.
Yes. And he sort of leans back into his chest and puts his hands up and starts. Well, I suppose if the price was right, I could.
All I need is maybe your doorman, and I can supply the horse for him to travel with, but maybe a couple of big barrels of yours.
Yes, well, we've got some empty casks from the ales. You could certainly take those. You could have those for free, frankly. They don't normally come around to collect those very often, so.
It's nothing too big. Maybe it's just transporting some parts.
Some what? Sorry.
Basilisk parts.
Some basilisk parts.
Yes.
I haven't heard of basilisks round here, Master Seth. Have you been Never mind. I won't
You've
pry.
been importing basilisks.
There was
Just the
one.
parts.
Assembling them.
There was one. Not there anymore.
It's not mine to question what you're going to do, sir. It's more a question of whether I can spare the manpower.
I'm going to sign the contract that says what they want. So it's got the eyes, teeth, and gullet.
Right. Okay.
So-
Well, Calas is a bit of a travel, and he is a very good doorman. I would hate to lose him on such short notice.
I thought you'd be the
what
best
sort of,
person to come to for a deal since we've just got you so much more real estate downstairs.
What sort of price would you think would be worthy of my doorman?
I was thinking long lines of maybe 10 gold.
Very good. A shrewd negotiator. No, 10 gold. 10 gold would only last him a week here. That's ridiculous. That's what I pay him. No, for something like this, let's see. Well, it would be more in the region of 100 gold, Mr. Seth, I'm afraid.
So that one's more than what the contract's even worth.
Is it?
Get it there.
Well. Not my contract.
That's a crying shame.
I mean, we have cleared out a lot of space for you downstairs. It'd be a shame if the guards found out that there was so much extra room you were now using.
Make a persuasion check.
I need to be more threatening, apparently.
I mean, you can use intimidation if you prefer.
They're both the same.
It sounded more persuasive than intimidating.
14.
14. And he just looks a bit uneasy, and he kind of starts looking at the back bar. He looks up at the ornate bone dagger up on there that's displayed up there. Looks back down to you. Okay, why don't we can negotiate, can't we? We are businessmen after all. How about
Where'd you get your stuff ordered in from? Would you grow everything here?
Oh, the food? Well, there's a lot of farmers around. Of course, Hillburg and Half-Rage are our most local suppliers.
I mean, if you wanted to be the pub with some more exotic items to offer the people, the person I need to take you to in Calas is the captain of ship who could get you some rarer wines and drinks, food for more high-class clientele.
And he literally strokes his beard. His moustache, sorry.
Yeah, you don't have a beard, we can see.
Apologies.
That's more
Do you want this one?
No. Although that is considered good luck. Well,
Right.
That's not such a bad suggestion. In which case, Mr. Sir, how about an even 50 gold pieces? For the man, for the barrels, and do you have a cart at all?
So the barrels are just attached to the horse to carry.
Well, it just so happens that we do have a cart as well, which I will throw in the cart for you on that offer of 50 gold pieces. How about that?
About 30 gold, and you can keep the horse.
But they're your horses, are they not?
Yeah.
I don't want your horses. I mean, unless you want me to keep the horses forever, and I'll...
Yeah, I said like one horse.
You're offering me a horse and 30 gold pieces.
Horses worth 50, right?
I don't know.
Depends how good the horse is.
How much is your contract worth?
It's like 30 for the eyes, some silver for teeth, then like 20 for a gullet.
You just try and sell him that contract.
30 gold pieces and one horse. Deal.
Deal. I just didn't want to come back for...
Shakes hands.
Didn't want to come back for the horse.
Okay, so which of the two horses is mine then? Do I get to choose, or...?
Which is the one that was most friendly to me that I was riding?
The chestnut horse was more friendly.
Yeah, so...
That was the black horse was the other one.
Black one.
So he gets the black horse.
You dick.
I want my horse.
Marvelous. Well, right, I shall keep the black... Does he have a name, or...?
Horse 2.
Wow.
We haven't named him yet.
Yeah, I was going to say that was most irregular. Right, well, I shall have to get my thinking caps, won't I?
I'm going to pass him the very gold and say, do you have any parchment?
Parchment? Yes, of course.
Brucon leans forward a suggestion. This horse is full of spider rats.
What?
A name.
What? Oh.
It would be appropriate as the theme for your bar.
Oh, I thought you were saying that he was offering me a horse that was infested with spider rats.
You said you needed a name.
What? We've shaken on this. You can't go back.
We've lost Marshall.
Right. Okay. Good. So yes. Shall we write out the contract?
So I was gonna. On one of the pieces of parchment, I'm gonna write out in Pirates Code instructions for the captain.
Yep.
For the nice trader, nice teacher. So.
And Jack just watches you do this. Goes, this isn't any sort of contract I'm familiar with, Master Seth.
This is a note for the to go to the captain to one, let him know who you are, and also to let him know about some contacts for later.
Right. Okay. Sure. No problem. I shall write the contract then, and as you're continuing your Pirates Code, he starts writing out contract. Within the next few minutes, you have a contract. He offers it to you to sign. So 30 gold pieces and one horse for the procurement of his employee to deliver.
So I'm going to pull up a small map of the region. I'm going to just note on it where the basilisk currently is in the cave, and give him small directions inside the cave of where it is, and then tell him where in Colas the boat is.
Right, good. I shall inform Grunt pleasantly and presently.
Perfect.
Yes. Just need to attend to the last of the guests, so don't mind me. Mr. Leobrin. I used to see you coming down the stairs.
Yes. Yes. Leobrin is edging his way down the stairs. He's wearing a towel. And he says, I found the bathtub, but I can't find the taps. It's just a tub, and there's no taps.
We don't have taps here, sir. You have to. We have buckets of water that we use to fill the bathtub with on request. You need to tell us first.
Could I please request the
Well, of course you can, sir. Bear with me. I will just see to that. I'll get someone of the maids.
As I see him with the towel, I'm just going to go, is that Fleeting's towel you're using?
What?
Fleeting was using that one yesterday.
No. No.
I'm sure it's a different towel.
My question is, are you still wearing the ruff?
I was going to say, you're wearing a towel.
I'll leave that up to your imagination.
I love it.
You're rough.
Just never. Yeah, your rough is to the side.
drifting,
Yeah.
Within moments, Grunt and Jackman all appear
Yeah.
carrying buckets of water,
It's an end. Thank
and
God.
they head towards the bath.
Yes. Post bath, open will
It's an
turn
end.
down,
It's okay.
Yeah.
freshly washed, and all neat and tidy, and we'll grab some of the fruit.
Marvelous. So you're all there sitting at breakfast. Is this awkward silence prevailing, or is anyone?
Is Seth sitting at the table with us?
Yes.
Then yeah, it's awkward.
Oh yeah, so awkward right now.
Okie dokie. So
You just hear Malar crunching down on like some of the firmer fruits, like apple-like.
Yeah.
Thing, just crunch.
deliberately, slowly.
Oh, come on.
Bro. Wrong.
So an awkward, what seems like an eternity passes by as you guys consume breakfast. Once you're all finished up, Grunt enters the bar and heads over to you. So, I hear you got an errand for me to run?
Did Jack give you any of the details?
Yeah.
So, once you get them, and I'll just relay the same information about where the Knight's teacher is docked in Calas, and the same information at Basilisk.
Alright, I don't suppose you'd mind if I took a friend of mine with me on this journey. Only I've been trying to copy these spells into the spell book, and I could do with a bit more time, and time on the road is a good time to, have time to do these things.
Is this elf with the spell book?
Well, yeah, of course it is. It's her spell book, right?
We
Well,
started
her
on the
grandmother's
story.
spell book. So
They get married, it's on us.
So, yeah, that's no problem at all.
Alright, and it's just the one horse, isn't it? There's a one horse, and with the cart, and the two barrels, and we just gotta leave that on, right?
Malaling's
Yeah.
like, I bless this union.
Alright, well, I'll just get my stuff together, and we'll be on our way.
Jack, is the cart big enough for the whole Basilisk?
You haven't seen it yet, so you don't know.
Okay, I was asking.
Oh, you asking
Is
him?
the cart big enough for a whole Basilisk?
I mean, I've never seen a basilisk before. I mean, I've certainly read a few things. I don't think you could fit the whole thing in, but I mean, if you were to
One horse,
hack it to
two
pieces, I'm sure you could dispense the, volume can sometimes
You're already doing
change.
me a favour. That's a bit of big ask. Just the parts on the contract.
Just
perfect, yeah.
sure,
That
yeah.
would be perfect.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Thank you very much. I tip my hat that I don't have to him.
Imaginary tip. He just kind of nods.
I tip the hood of my cloak. 'Cause I don't have a phone.
he just kind of does the nod upwards.
Yeah.
Heads on over to the elf, and you just overhear him in the background, just like telling her about this adventure, bigging it up, and she seems quite interested to go along. So, what are the rest of you doing?
So, with the dagger, Naeris hasn't really had any time to have a look at it, and it's shiny. And she's gonna go up there, walk to as close as possible.
it's behind the bar.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can have a look at it.
Perception.
What is it you're looking to see?
If it has any magical properties or anything along those lines that I can notice, anything unusual.
Okay,
I can
so this
notice.
will be an Arcana check.
No, it was gonna be so much higher.
No, that's not
That's a
D20.
I was going to say that's the wrong dice.
Yes!
It was going to be
How's
so
a
much higher.
D12?
The highest it could be is
Yep.
8.
No, 12.
But it was like a 4 or 3. That's 8 is a lot higher than that.
Go on.
Roll. Oh no, it's so
Natural
much
1.
worse.
Natural 1. It's
Oh,
fine. I don't see
no.
anything. I see nothing. I might destroy it with my gaze.
You look at it and you're
Accidentally
like,
set on
and you're
fire.
like, it's made of bone. It's gotta be magical.
It's so shiny.
Isn't this the most magical dagger you've ever seen in your life?
just bluntly staring at it. You will tell me things.
Yeah, just looking up at it, and in fact, Jackman kind of sidles over and goes, Miss Naeris,
I think it wants to communicate.
so you've taken an interest in my,
I'm working. I'm working.
well, just let me know if you need anything. And he goes back up.
I've just got this image that everyone at Jackman's looks like Jackman, like they've all got a moustache, slicked back hair, and
They all look like
glasses.
Groucho Marx.
They've all gone like, the boss looks like this, we all have to look like this.
like the dev team only had one skin available, so every NPC is gonna be.
I feel like every time
The models are different. There's a half orc with a mustache.
The only trail of thought is, I could burn that.
No,
Yeah,
I
like
could.
the uniform
I
is a
will.
Groucho Marx outfit.
I'm just working out which parts are the most flammable. No, I could. Just it's like imagining what would burn first.
Yeah, I mean, you tested it on a lot of things: people's heads, enemies.
I mean, it wasn't really a head. It was just all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
times.
and the
They died afterwards.
elf Elenia in her militaristic garb, just
Big
comes
moustache.
with a long moustache and glasses, apparently. No. walks up to Yusef with Grunt and goes, just let us know when we can take our leave, I guess, and we'll head on our way.
Can I ask a question? Are we coming back here ever?
Not planning
So
to.
and you're the oh, no, sorry, yeah, you're right.
They're not collecting the money. The money's staying with the guy they're taking it to.
Right,
That's why I'm paying them in advance, and they can keep the horse. Don't want to come back for the horse.
right, okay, cool.
Plan is we
I see no flaws in this plan. Everything's good. Let's carry on.
Oh, what have I done?
Oh shit.
You're going to head up the coast and get the money from the guy, aren't
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Okay.
he's my captain. He can keep the money.
Everything's good.
Cool.
So yeah, whenever you guys are ready, you can set off.
Cool.
All right, the lady, we want to head on outside. Oh, well, thank you very much. Grunt.
Can we have a side story for them later on, like a one shot of just their romance?
We
started
Yeah. you can do, sure.
February.
It's Grunt and Elenia, the
episode.
untold love story, forbidden love. Well, who knows? We'll see how that develops later on. But yeah, they head outside to the carts. What are the rest of you doing?
Well, this is fun.
So since we're a whole day behind following Tweedledum and Tweedledee of the Dwarves, should we make a move to go catch up to try and find Lady Helena?
Elaine,
Helaine?
Elaine, yeah.
Helene? What?
Helaine.
Helaine. And yes, I will. I think we're down to the one horse now. I will go get my pack ready.
Sounds good.
Ella steps up and just goes over to the booth and just starts to get his pack ready.
Yeah, cool. You can do that. Won't take very long. Rest of you, ready to
Grab
go?
my stuff.
Yeah, go and grab my stuff, go to
So you'll gather up your belongings.
Have pack will travel.
And go to head outside. Well, it was all. I have to say, thank you all for your stay. I hope you enjoyed yourselves and didn't get into too much trouble. Thanks again for the help.
Staring at him really intensely with her visible neck scar. Just.
And he just blanks you and just looks at everyone else. Just avoids eye contact with you.
Mr. Jackman, thank you for the hospitality.
Yeah, my pleasure, Deacon Shade Creek. And if you're ever in the area again, remember.
No, not at all. He just leaves.
We definitely had a time here.
Yeah.
You did.
Naeris just follows Malor like usual.
A few nights I could have given to someone else, but never mind. Off you go. Yes. Hang on. You've left one of. There's one of you. There was a tiefling with you as well, was there not?
No.
Genuinely thought no one would notice.
I mean, he's a turquoise tiefling. He sticks out quite a lot, even more so than you do, sir. Is he not with you at all? Did you not see where he went, or?
He's in the cellar.
I'll go wake him up.
And he's there, hanging upside down, inverted, should I say, from the ceiling.
Get away before anyone remembered.
I love the fact that you're the first to ditch him, but also the first to go get him once you've gone.
Yeah.
Oh, right, the old ball and chain.
Cool, I'll wake
So
him up.
as soon as you go downstairs, he's like, "Hey."
Hey.
He's already hanging. He's still hanging. But he's like, "Hey."
We're leaving if you're ready.
Yeah, sure.
Just let's go.
Are we taking our horse?
Literally gets ready in that time. He just drops down, puts his bag on, he's gone. He's ready.
So we should start to move.
Unnervingly quick.
Yes.
We're taking the horse with us, right?
Time to
Yeah,
go
well,
on.
yes.
Time to embark on our great
Oh,
adventures.
Miss Naeris, would you like to ride the horse for a while?
You know what? I wouldn't mind that. I'm still not really that. just pick me up and
Yeah.
pop me. Just like basically, I go God, fine, I guess. Okay.
And you see, you can see heading
Size,
to the heading away from you in the opposite direction to where you guys will be heading. Heading further southwest, you see the cart led by Grunt and Elenia just in the distance. You pop up onto the chestnut horse. The rest of you gathered round. And you head on your way, heading in a southeasterly direction, with the keeping Half-Light Forest on your right as you start your travels. It's at this time, as you start on the road, that it's been the first time in a while that you've really had time to appreciate nature and the world around you. And you remember the world is a lot larger than the cavern that you've been adventuring in.
Are we about to be killed by nature?
Let's not preempt nature. Let's not preempt
a really
nature.
aggressive tree somewhere that's just gonna start.
It's here. It's now that you notice
You get hit by every
that
high branch.
you notice that it's now. It's very much getting into autumn. So you're getting all of the autumnal colours. It's quite a scene in front of you. Colour of greens, oranges, yellows, browns. It is fiery. It's your time.
Just like a little smile comes up on her face. Just like,
But also with autumn comes the breath of winter, and you feel the icy breeze roll in past you. And the Oberon, you swear that you hear on a sound on the breeze. You hear Leo, and the wind just kind of beckons. It seems the wind is blowing towards the forest, so like sweeping across you and towards the forest. This causes you to look over in that direction, and you see a pile of leaves on the ground that just suddenly get blown over by this gust. And underneath it, you see a what looks like some kind of book. Only this seems to have been made with. It's got cascading vines coming down it. Ivy coming down it. On the cover, and you can see bits of woven sort of dried leaves underneath it, from what you can see from here.
Party vote. Weird book on the road. Do we investigate?
There's a what?
I'm not
Excuse me?
touching
So it's
a
not
damn
on the
thing.
road.
Weird book beside the road.
Book.
I thought I heard my name being called.
If I have any experience of hearing voices in your head, it is only a good sign.
Goodness, this is getting rather tiresome. We all stop hearing
Brucon
voices.
Brucon thinks about it for a moment and goes, I'm okay with it as long as you do it and you're not expecting...
Do you sense
I'm going to detect magic.
when
I will
Malor,
give you guidance for your use at a time within the next minute.
when Malor says the whole thing of this is getting a bit tiresome, Naeris just thinks to herself about the dragon that she saw. It's like,
It's like we've all been seeing visions. This is horrible.
I have one of the alchemist fires?
just feels profoundly uncomfortable for a moment.
You do detect magic on this item,
Set.
and with that you see that this most definitely is magical, this tome. And you can see the shape of it. It's definitely a tome of some variety, some kind of book.
I just want to say, I really appreciate that you were willing to put up to a vote by the rest of the party whether or not you got your your level perks.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's going to be any book.
It's definitely giving a magical essence.
Definitely magic. I will walk slowly over to it.
As you walk closer,
Hello, book.
alchemist fire, just her back, dagger in the other hand.
Hello, book.
The
I'll
book doesn't respond.
The book,
poke it with my toe.
The
book is not one of the inanimate
moves as
objects.
you poke it.
And I reach
Just
down.
pushes it away.
Naeris starts readying like a firebolt just in case,
And,
because she remembers the mimic.
Yeah.
Open the first page.
Open the first page.
Everything
Okay.
is dangerous.
Not
It's a
touching
tongue.
it, right? Face on the
So when you open the first page, there are two items inside, tucked into the first
I know
page.
what this is. This is pornography.
There,
That
That's
is-
where you find it.
Yeah, literature on the side of the road.
Oh my god!
Always porn.
It's a hustler!
Sorry.
It's a
There
gift
is-
from the gods. Of course it's porn.
There's,
Leo,
Having a moment here. Having a moment.
Leo's tome is an old copy of Razzle.
oh no.
Boys.
Inside there are two
Boys.
items that you find.
Ruffles
You're
and
not too
babes.
far away as it goes.
Ruffles.
A single fuchsia flower and a white dove feather tucked into the first page. And because you can read Sylvan, you notice that written in Sylvan on the first page it says, "This tome now belongs to..." ...
Better find this ... person. Give me that book back.
It's all fetch quests.
I think this is good.
The confidence you said that with is not helping us.
I
Dagger.
take out a
Ready to fire.
pen and write my name in.
in the
See what
yeah.
What to
happens.
dismount?
So you write.
He's
So,
stabbing a mimic!
so you're doing it with a pen rather than with the feather. That's fine.
Oh.
That's okay. You can do that.
Is the feather pen looking, or is it just a feather?
It could be used as a quill. Yes.
Okay, I don't actually have a pen, so do I have a pen? I do have a pen.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, you can use
I'm
your
writing
pen.
with
That's
a pen
fine.
then.
And it says
Write
no.
with a-
Use the other pen. No. No,
Sorry,
fine.
this name is not recognised.
The other pen.
Error. 404
Yeah.
error. No.
I flick the feather away because of the diseases birds carry.
Okay. Brilliant.
I can't clap!
My name.
God damn it! Doesn't work.
That's like a mocap clap when you have your lycra gloves.
Commitment to character. You get the first treat of the evening. Harry
Yay!
Bow
Oh,
That was very
Oh
very
man,
good.
now I'm full of regret because I'm guessing that Jackman's question could have. If my response to Jackman's question had been better.
It depends on your role as well, actually, for that one. But anyway.
I rolled 19, but okay.
People want shared treats.
What, no,
There you
not
go.
that.
No, it wasn't in your face.
Anyway, so you once you fill that in, the writing itself then disappears, and in its place, in Sylvan, are the following words: "Many times you will lie, only one time you'll die. May this tome be of aid. Our pact is now made."
Yeah, so it's from me. Apparently.
You now have your pact
Yay.
of the tome.
Yay!
After a moment, after you've taken a moment to take in the writing, the rhyme, it then disappears as well. As if blown away by a breeze.
I think I can. And I will make a. Let me just check what I need to do. I'll make a gesture and some eldritch words, and a little bubble will appear in front of me, predicting what the weather will be at this location for the next 24 hours.
Okay, the prediction, because weather forecasts can be wrong.
Magic weather prediction.
Yeah, it says
Michael Fish pops up.
highs today of. No, it says it's going to be windy with a chance of rain.
Okay, so it'll just like
Temperatures are relatively low.
leaves swirling around in this bubble and
Yeah.
an occasional like wet.
Yeah, the occasional drop of rain and leaves swirling. Yeah.
I think I can predict the weather.
Oh, that's good for you, Mr. Lil.
And you found that by a tree.
Yes.
Oh, cool, I'm going to start walking closer to trees.
I will put it in my backpack. Actually, no, I'll keep reading it while we're walking. I don't need to.
What are you going to do with your fuchsia flower?
I will. Oh no, I'll keep that tucked in the book.
He knows.
Naeris
He knows
just
what that means.
Bundles up in her cloak.
If I may, we have
Rides off.
quite some ground to cover, I believe, so if we may expedite our transition.
Naeris is already
What is the
riding
distance
past.
from that Flaming Jak towards Hillburg?
So on foot to Hillburg, this is going to take you. It's going to take you about half a day.
Okay.
Good. Sorry, you said there was the fuchsia flower, but there was another one. It was a white.
A white dove feather.
But he swatted away.
As we
Because of
as we
disease.
carry on walking, can I start walking slightly closer to trees now?
Yes, of course you
I'd
can.
like to just use past perception to look for magic books on
Cholera.
floors. I just assume this is something
It's
forest.
fairly good.
Sure.
I don't
Okay.
like it.
So
swear.
you continue
Sure,
on
it's
your en route for the next few hours uninterrupted towards Hillburg. Can you tell me the marching order?
I'm going to be to the side by trees looking for books.
Malon will take the lead.
Yeah, Mal's on point.
Brucon will back him up.
And Naeris is on a horse kind of in the middle, just going down the
Leo will
road.
be at the back because he's reading his book and occasionally going, everyone's up ahead, everyone's still up ahead.
Seth has been
If
zigzagging.
he's at the front, we're not going anywhere.
These teenagers
It's
on their
Halloween right
phones.
now.
Seth has been zigzagging from side to side. As Fleeting comes to join him, he walks a few paces. Then I start to go look at the other side.
Is Fleeting literally bringing up the rear? Is the paladin an ostensible tank?
He's on the
Literally
opposite
that.
side of the road to me. Every time he comes over, I walk a few bits. Then I pace across back to the
And
other
it's lovely,
side.
like, yes, DNA, spiral.
And you see
Going
every
back and
time
forth.
he gets close to you, because you see in your peripheral vision, every time he gets close to you, he starts pulling out the poster and just like looking at your picture and then coming up to you with it.
Did you sign it?
He did, yes.
Yes.
With my passive perception, am I able to look at that and make sure Fleeting's not near me?
You'd have to actively look to do that. So you'd have to do a perception check to do that.
Okay.
Naeris is just like on the horse, kind of going like, and just thinking about how the hell she's gonna explain this to her family. The fact she's gonna show up. Like, well, they've never seen her before, so they don't know what she looks like on a good day.
Yeah.
Do you know what they
looks
look
like that.
Not really, no.
Do you know where they are? In
But
Hillburg?
I have an address.
Are they aware of your existence?
Yes, they're aware of my existence. They know that I'm coming,
Okay.
and they know I'm an elf.
Yeah.
They just don't know
So the
just
family.
Which elf?
how.
They know you're an elf,
I'm
but
a
you could be
high
any
elf.
elf.
The family we're helping you find, are they related to your adventurer parents?
Yeah. I have no blood relatives that I know of.
This is all meta knowledge at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's all on
Yeah.
the thing. Yes, the guys don't know, but I'm just starting to feel like the dread of Naeris is starting to feel the dread of like, what do I tell them? How am I gonna explain this? I have like effects from my parents. No, it's like meeting your relatives that you know even before you meet them are gonna already think you're weird.
And then you're explaining why you have these strange marks on yourself.
Exactly, and why you have red eyes.
Perfectly
She
normal.
just points back to all these weirdos with her. It's like, it's fucking death.
Yes. And they're probably not gonna feel any better about it. But yeah, like for them to know that it's me. I have like effects of my parents.
Okay. So as you contemplate this over the next couple of hours, you keep walking. So Seth, because you're up and by the trees, you do notice that
Magic perception.
yes, that there's a tent that's just tucked away, just sort of nestled into the tree line, just made of simple cloth. It looks well made. Currently doesn't look like there's anyone in it from your angle. You can't see the entrance. It's to one side, but there doesn't see any signs of movement from it currently.
Where we are, so just getting an idea geographically, are we still near the forest that Greenblade patrols?
Yes, Half-Light Forest, that's the one, yeah.
Cool. So,
The road seems to follow the edge of Half-Light Forest towards Hillburg.
cool. So they just Seth is aware that there are the possibility of cockatrices around. So I'm gonna,
Malar has 3 cockatrices strapped to his belt.
I think we lost them a while ago.
Okay.
Okay,
Lost their potency, okay. Do you want to tell Malar that at some point?
It's the smell.
Because he's just hanging around 3-day
I didn't actually know you still had them, so yes, I will inform you. But I'm going to yell to the party. There's a tent put up in the woods here. I'm just going to go see if they're okay, because there are those cockatrices we've seen a few times around. So, how far away is it?
It's just towards the edge of your vision. It's about maybe 50 feet from you.
Okay. I'll move like just 10 feet off the roadside and just yell across that. Hello, is anyone over there?
Doesn't seem to be any response.
Brucon turns to Mallow and goes, I don't understand. Do cockatrices live in tents?
Oh, I'm really not entirely sure Mr. Seth would be the decided expert on such things.
Oh, really? Okay.
As he says that, Fleeting just yells across, a group of them is a scramble! It's like, a scramble.
Yes, of course. Yes, Fleeting would do that. Yes, forgot about that.
Fleeting's the expert.
Okay.
Is there no response?
No response. No. Just nothing there. No sign of life.
Oh, that's going to kill me, says. Fleeting, wanna come with me to check? Oh, my fucking soul.
And he goes, okay, sure.
So, if you're going to check Mr. Fleeting, go with the will of the 8. Guidance.
Give him guidance. He takes it and goes, yeah.
So I've still just got a dagger in one hand. Gonna go towards and every 10 feet or so, just gonna go, hello, is anyone there? Just progressively louder.
So yeah, and Fleeting's alongside you.
And I'm keeping an immense lookout for cockatrice.
Okay, then. Oh, that's the wrong die. Okay. No, I know that. I know that's going to hit you. So at that moment, it's a 22. So in that moment, as you guys are closing in on the tent, suddenly shooting out from the edge of the tree line is a blur, a ball of this whitish substance. It hits you, and suddenly both you and Fleeting Look are restrained in place by what appears to be webbing. Any able to roll initiative, please?
Naeris prepares a fire spell.
I'm gonna yell back, some fucking spiders!
I'm not.
Did it bounce off a good roll and end up on a bad one, or just? Yeah.
I'm not using
Those
that.
are really cool dice.
I'm not using it today anymore, though. It's not serving me well.
Oh no!
It's a decorative piece only.
Yeah.
Today.
Not for practical use.
I feel like there's like natural 20 charges in it, and it's all out right now.
Yeah.
And it's all going to ones.
So a month of recharge will do the wonders for it.
I know, right? It should.
Okay, guys. So if you for full initiative, then anyone get 25 through 20?
21.
21.
What a surprise!
You need to roll off with me.
Ha! Lol.
15.
14.
Oh!
Jesus.
Good. So it's you first.
Thank you.
Then it's the spiders. Who's next then? So it'll be 20 to 15?
15.
15. Just write this down. Okay, then anyone else? No? That's very good from that one up there. Alright, 15 to 10?
11.
10 to 5?
8.
8?
Fleeting's on 8 as well.
8.
You can go before Fleeting.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then Naeris bring up the rear. What did you get?
1.
Oh!
That's your
And
second.
Two.
Wait, no, 2 because you got your
Two, 'cause you
dexterity.
You rolled 2 ones today.
Yeah. This is not gonna
Get
end
them
well.
all out. Get them all out.
But the thing is, if I do then do
Seth, you
the
want
fire thing, you're not gonna die because it's
Yeah,
not gonna
you can
hit.
move out the way.
Seth, you won initiative, so gold bears.
Yay!
It's okay, guys. There are plenty of opportunities to
It's
win
like,
sweets.
you're stuck in web and
Doesn't mean if you came first, you get the gold bears.
Naturally.
Don't put those in your face. You're about to have a go. Just think about it. Do it afterwards, after you go.
So on my turn, I am still holding my knife that I came prepared with.
Yeah.
I was using to try and cut something away from myself.
Yes, you can. In fact, actually, you need to make a strength check to get out. Because you
Any
can't
benefit
grab
from-
your...
Any benefit from holding a knife while cutting it?
Unless you already had your knife out before you got restrained.
Yeah, I did. I said
Okay,
I said I thought I with the knife.
Possibly. In fact, for that, I'll just lower the DC a bit. So, make a strength check.
Wow.
Yeah, you still need to exert strength to
This
be
is
able to
such
get
a
it.
Naeris throw. 3.
Oh, you are stuck,
Someone's
my
getting
friend.
burned.
Yeah.
Someone's getting.
So that's your action. You're restrained.
No. This is a sick bird.
So I don't think there's
I've
anything else
got
you can do this turn. if
all
you're
my
restrained.
sick burns
No,
back.
so I'm straight
for
out
the long
of
rest.
can I? Stuck there.
Next.
I'll yell back. I'm going to yell back again. Sorry. General perception. Can I see where it came from to see if there are any spiders around?
Actually, it's funny you say that. Actually, because as you kind of after you get hit with this webbing and you look up, what was that? You do see.
Welcome to.
Bit of webbing in front.
It's
you see you do see one giant spider just appear from the tree line, looking at you, and at that moment you also hear from very close to you. You hear alert, alert, danger, alert, danger, alert, danger, alert, and so it goes on.
Is that coming from one spot?
Yes, it's coming from a spot very close to you. In fact, some might say you're on top of it.
So I'm going to try and yell over that. I'm going to try and yell it in between so it goes, alert! Spiders! Danger! Big spiders!
Yeah, it's just trying to this it's very, very loud. You guys all hear this alert, alert.
They hear alert.
Danger! And there's so much spider, but it's been muffled by it. Danger! Alert! Anyway, you then see to your horror 3 more spiders joining. And
lots of spiders!
They all start heading for you. So 2 of them on Seth. Natural 20 and a 19 on the dice. That's 2 hits. One of which is a critical. Oh yes, of course we can.
Battle map time.
That's battle map time. Who needs to remind me we have actual maps?
Over here?
Resuming road?
Yeah, so road and then camp's kind of there. Yeah.
Which way are we heading?
Yeah, which one?
That way. I've got this boy up on the go. If you wouldn't mind doing the honours, one of you 2.
Is there a horse?
Yeah, I'm on the horse.
Oh, I'll give you a horse.
Yay!
Is there a...
There is an actual horse. Only a
Of
black
course!
I'm so excited!
I
love horses, like the real me loves horses. And I just...
How's Naeris on horses?
And
It's crazy.
there.
I will make this work. Okay, carry on.
All the time you need. All the time you need.
Carry on, it's fine, it's fine.
Go
We got this.
damage me.
Okay. Let me just grab some spiders. Don't have any spiders.
No.
Do
I feel
have.
like I want to go jousting with this.
If you take the next quick heads off.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll take this. There's one spider.
Where
I
are
broke
we,
his leg off. I'm sorry. And we've got some
I
stand-ins.
can fix that.
You're right.
If I had...
Hand-eye coordination.
There's some stand-ins. Okay.
4 of them in total, is it?
4 of them in total.
No!
Yes.
Shit. Right, well.
That's done.
Yeah, there's something over there.
Didn't drop it. It made a bid for freedom.
Spider in his hand.
Right, where are we?
So let's roll some damage.
Where do the spiders go?
So they're coming from the tree line. So yeah, there's good
Are they
action.
attacking me from range?
They did with the web, yeah.
No, right now, are they around me?
No, they're getting in close.
It's windy.
So
They're next to you now. Sorry, they're going to
Windy.
So they're basically going for both of them. So they're going to go right up to them.
Why do you have 2 Jar Jar Binks heads? One is redundant.
What?
I mean, I was a child.
Are they
When I got
all
these
Jar
things.
Jar or some of them just generic Gungan? Who knows?
So are they really
In
this-
fact, actually, some of them were generic.
Are they actually this close to us?
They are now in melee with Seth, the other 2 as well.
All of them.
Yeah,
They're all
but
in
Seth-
melee. 2
Seth
on Seth and 2 on Fleeting.
and Fleeting are
You
that
guys
close
should
to
be
us.
further back, to be honest. But yeah, edge of the map, I'd
Are
say.
you on the river?
We're here.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
No, that's what I meant.
Not
She
here.
was right. Edge of the
I was right. Just down the path.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the
Sorry,
road.
yes.
Come on, guys.
They're
Anyway.
trying to drown us already.
Enough of this banter. So damage. So the critical. Okay, that was a good roll. Does 18 points of damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving
I'm
throw.
gonna be down.
Jesus Christ.
Constitution.
That's a number that wouldn't kill me. Almost.
Almost. Welcome, Drake Lazarus. 7.
Yeah.
That's a fail, unfortunately. So you also take 10 points of poison damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
So you're restrained and now unconscious. Well, that's not good. Okay.
Wait, what the?
Just out of nowhere, everything was
Because the
fine.
poison damage was the thing that took you to unconscious, you are stable but poisoned currently. The second one, which also hit you, so it's going to be that's 2 death saves, unfortunately. It's automatic crit, which means you are dying.
No, Drake, it's okay. It's not Monday. You don't have to work all week.
The other one's attacking fleeting.
Wow.
2 17s. Oh no. Yeah, 2 17s on the dice.
They both hit.
Okay, which means that they will do. Can you do a con save for? Could you do a con save for fleeting grip, please?
This is why your caster's going first, not last. Bingo.
14.
14 is a success, so he takes 9 points of piercing damage, as well as half of that 4 points of poison damage. So that altogether, my maths, 9, 4, 13. So he takes 13 points of damage, and just update because of course now with D&D Beyond, he should be damage.
Oh, Brucon's going to wade right in
12. So
No, for me.
let's just put that in.
They'll be next to me.
Great.
No, that's what I'm
Next.
saying. Brucon's going to wade right in there.
So that's all of the spiders have now made their attacks.
Fine.
Next is Malar. What are you doing?
Okay, so what square is this thing in?
The one that is next to Seth.
Yeah, is it literally okay? So
Just that it's. I mean, they are giant spiders, so they do take up 4 squares. I should have made that.
squares.
Yeah, sorry, I should have made that clear.
Wow.
Apologies.
4 square
They're
and
big
7
old boys.
spiders ago.
Yeah, 10 by 10. So that's fine. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so first action, bonus action in fact, healing word on Seth for that's 2, 5. That's going to be 8
Bring
points
this
of healing.
point.
Thank you.
And then Malar is going to move up to this one. 1, 2, action. Swing with his cool stuff.
Swinging his cool stuff. All right, make an attack roll.
That's going to be 19.
Hits. Roll for damage. Woo! Get him. Go kill him.
It's going to be 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
4 points of bludgeoning damage. All right.
And I'm willing to risk the attack of opportunity and then take another 2 steps back.
Okay. And it will indulge you in a attack of opportunity.
Yeah, bring it on.
Okay, 2 on the dice. That'll miss.
Swipes that thing.
Just like doesn't even.
It's like, oh, he's got such a high armor class. Why even bother? Okay.
turn.
That's you. Next. That'll be
It's
Mr.
Brucon. So, right, 10 squares. So you're occupying that one there. So we'll go
You're still in the webbing, and now you're unconscious. Oh no, you're conscious again because we
7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll away.
Roll.
Yeah.
Stop.
1, 2, 3,
Roll.
4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Is that? Are we?
You're in it, square.
Is there?
Yeah, you are actually in a square.
Yeah, so you can get
Oh,
it.
there we go. Is that in a position to get advantage on the Jar Jar spider?
Because of fleeting look, yes.
Sick. Right. So that was 6 squares of movement. So he has 1 left at the moment. He is going to.
Oh, sorry, hang on. No, you don't have advantage. He's one over. Sorry, yeah.
You need
to be that one. Yeah. So unfortunately not.
He would have to be that one.
No, because fleeting's too far
Oh, he's not
away.
out.
Fleeting's actually not in combat.
Yeah. So yes,
hang on.
technicalities.
Oh, I see. Right now. Okay, gotcha. All right.
Fleeting's kind of.
Oh well, never mind. It's fine.
But you still get an attack.
Yeah, that's cool.
obviously.
He's not. No, we're not going to use the key point straight. No, it will use the key point actually.
Okay.
Rucon's going to go the key point and go full Wu-Tang on these mothers. Okay, so that is 3 attacks. We'll say that the short sword is the black dice and the other 2 are unarmed streaks. Let's see how we do here. This is plus 5. Okay, oh my god, so that was an 18. So my lowest roll there is 20.
Okay, so they're all going to hit.
So they all
going to hit.
Okay, so this is d6 plus 2d4.
That's
plus
not the one that Malar hit.
9. this plus 9. So that's 3, 9, 18 damage.
Oh, holy moly, that is a lot of damage.
On the Jar Jar Spider.
That is a lot of damage. Nice one.
And, because...
Super mix. A lot of damage there.
Are we getting feedback from Haribo now?
No, I this was a birthday present. I got like 100 snack packs of Haribo, so I'm like, hey, let's stole a few of these out. Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
It's my gift, I don't want to want with it. I give it to you guys, that's a nice thing to do, right?
Right, now, Flurry of Blows, which Brucon has used these days, gives him funky abilities. Those include the benefit of the disengage action
Yeah.
and an extra 10 feet of walking speed.
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
When you do an attack or something, isn't it?
When you do Flurry of
Yeah,
Blows.
that's what I thought,
Yeah, it's basically, because I'm a drunken master, I'm kind of and then does a little kind of weird, funky drunken retreat.
That they can't possibly predict. 'Cause you're like
Precisely.
Jackie Channing right now.
That's exactly what's
Yeah.
happening. So Brucon is going to... Now I calculated it so that it was 6 squares to be
So
there.
you've got 3 more.
So 3 more squares. Are we content to treat these tree stumps as actual trees?
Yes, yes. So it'll be sort of difficult terrain
So-
in immediately around
So
the tree.
1, 2, 3, and then try that together.
That's fine. Get into some trees.
Whoa.
That's cool.
That is Brucon's go.
Next, Leoberin.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
If what's happening to me is representative of what's happening to Brucon.
You don't need to hear this.
Doesn't look like
Oh, you need to take one off
what's
when you
happening
kill me.
to Seth. Seth is actually Seth's not a nice person, but Leo's gonna help him anyway.
We both kind of killed him.
What? You remember that spell I used to have?
I didn't do that.
I can hear. Well, yeah. I think I can get these 2 spiders with a 10-foot circle with a 10-foot sphere, a 10-foot radius, 20-foot sphere.
I'm laughing at my head again.
That's a different thing.
It's just there's so much comedy.
Okay, I can try.
I burned
hit-
you. You got up. You can choose one.
I can hit these 3 spiders. Can I hit these?
I would say so. If you centre it like
there.
and it's 10 feet,
Yeah.
you know, so if it was that one,
This has to
then
be centered on a vertex.
Yeah, so
You
this
can-
one's
you
in
can-
that square, that one's in that square, that square,
Yeah.
and that square. So as long as you put those squares, you
Yeah.
hit all of them.
Yeah.
I do that. Shatter.
Oh,
you got shattered them
Look at
spiders.
that, look at that grin.
And it's at level 2.
Oh.
Well,
Save's not great at the moment.
Level 2 spell.
Constitution. Constitution saving throw at DC 13.
That's you, Jack.
DC 13 for all 3 of them, isn't it? It's 3 of them who are in
And
the
then we don't
class,
let you
not
off them.
Shatter is the second level spell. So it's-
DC 13, natural 20 and a 13 on the dice for the first 2. Third one, natural 20 as well. I'm not joking. I'm going to give myself some merit.
half damage.
Make sure you
Stomach.
Haribo.
I swear to God, like you have demonic dice.
I really.
There's a spell.
That's
on these
fine.
dice.
It
They
never
can
works
half
for
that
me when I
damage.
play, only when I DM.
Are you willing to do traits?
Yeah,
Thank you.
You
very
prefer
much.
the
So,
I'm not a dedicated guy.
that's not a problem.
9, unless they're vulnerable to thunder damage by any chance.
Nope, unfortunately not.
So 19 halved is 9.
9 points of damage to each of them.
Yeah.
All right, that does enough
Yeah.
to kill that one. Because Brucon did a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
put it on
damage.
its back because that's what spiders do when they die.
Yes, I like it.
Apparently.
Or it's just Jar Jar who can't get up. Okay.
It's a snack.
So yeah, so I will have yes, waved my wand around and
Hither and yon.
yell some words and gesture at it. And then
And one of them died. Brilliant.
shockwave. Spider
So
dies.
there's 3 more left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's... is that the end of your turn?
Thanks for that.
That's the end of my
spot.
turn.
So it's
I'm gonna
fleeting
I'm gonna hang
next. Since he's restrained, is
Yeah.
he able to attack, like, or is he just not able to move?
Unfortunately,
Disadvantage?
oh, the fleeting. Yeah. He is restrained, which means that he has disadvantage. Yeah.
So he's just a standing attack.
Yeah, and he can't. He cannot. He doesn't have a movement speed.
You can't.
Cool, he's done.
Attacks against him have advantage.
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought we were talking about you, and I was like, oh no, things are a lot worse for Seth,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
So he's going to take his warhammer in both hands. So he's going to do 200 attack with the warhammer, and he's going to slam it down on that one's head right in front of him. That's an 11 hit.
11 misses, unfortunately. 14 is the golden
For a
number.
second, I thought I saw 1. Just like he somehow turns around and hits Seth.
Hit himself.
His base.
And
He's not actually restrained. He's fine. He just saw the opportunity and he went for it.
Okay, so he just tries to tries to get his magical warhammer to rip through. Unfortunately, he can't make any purchase this time. Okay, Naeris, bottom of the round.
She would like to dismount. Immediately.
Of course, you can do that.
You can fire from them.
I
put it
will
in?
be setting myself on fire when I fire, so I really don't.
No,
I will remember.
No, I can't. I honestly can't remember what the rules are for dismounting, but I would say it was. Yeah, I was going to say it's something like that.
Yeah, but that still allows me to reach this out.
Yeah, you can reach that
I was gonna
mofo.
say a
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
word.
I can just picture you just be like, oh, you want to see?
Yeah,
No.
I'll just get
Oh,
up and
Seth.
just pat it. Just gently pat it as I get up.
Did you get down going, easy girl, easy girl, fire!
It's not easy. I'll elegantly slide off and just pat it a little
So-
bit, and then
Close your eyes, baby. Don't watch.
yeah,
As Seth is
don't.
lying on the ground, his eyes just widen as you see Naeris coming towards him, and he struggles a bit harder against the web. Like,
No.
it's coming!
Actually, Seth, when you are awoken by, and I have updated
The
your
healing
sheet.
word.
When you are awoken by the healing word, your eyes open and you realise you cannot move. You're paralysed due to the poison.
Trying to see how to position myself and not.
Yes, I have. Okay, so what are you doing?
I don't think you're hitting.
So you've got-
I'm not hitting anybody.
Like I would have to be here, but then I'd be hitting you.
No, if you stand
No,
there.
you will get burnt.
Yeah, you need.
God damn it!
'cause-
This is a stupid ability.
Well, no, I can actually go here, right? These 4
Ability
squares,
or
Yeah.
curse?
right?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go 1,
Slash style
1,
choice.
2.
Oh, it's,
Yeah, if you go
All
there.
the
I mean,
style.
technically,
You burn them and not
yeah, you're not within
Anyone
5 feet of anyone else to burn them because of your
other than the spider.
new abilities.
Does that?
See?
Yeah, go for it.
yeah. So I'm gonna go burning hands.
Burning hands. You're gonna angle it to just get that
Just
boy.
yeah, just I'm kind of that
Right
way,
into
so I'm
Seth.
not fully.
Not Seth.
I'm not this way.
Yeah, yeah.
Burning hands and burning face.
Glancing burns a
Just
spider.
everything burns.
Wholly burns it.
So
Although you could
I-
careful spell, but then you can't reach anyone else anyway. So yeah, fine.
Yeah, so,
So
I
it's a
just
dex save
swoosh
from me.
over
It is
with
a
my
dex
with
save.
my cape and everything.
DC 12.
Roll a 14 on the dice.
Yeah.
For
So
2
half
spiders?
damage.
So it's half damage.
half
So it's
damage.
3d6. I think.
3d6.
Yeah, the other one's dead.
Gotta love them burning hands.
And then a 1d4, right?
Yes, and you do d4 because you're within 5 feet. Yeah.
It's 11.
11
halves.
fire damage.
That's halved, right?
Yeah, because it succeeded.
And
so
then
that's
plus
half the
1d4,
5.
so maybe we can. Because of the fire.
Yeah, roll the
me being
d4.
on
Yeah,
fire.
do it.
It's good to use it against the enemies.
Good.
Just 1. So I guess it rounds it up.
Yeah, that's still the same.
Well,
That's 6.
That doesn't count towards the halving, so that's fine.
I'm sorry.
Fireside.
Twisted fire starter.
So 6.5.
Punking
points of
instigator.
damage.
Yes, indeed. Okay, great.
R.I.P.
So that's your flip. That's the end of your turn. So at the top of the round, just before
Paralyzed, aren't I?
you're paralysed, but before we get to you, from out of the woods, you hear a "Roar! Get back here!" And a figure
No.
charges out of the.
No.
No, it's not that one.
No.
What's this alert
It's
sound?
the
Where's
same
the
Oh, it's fucking yeah.
Oh yes, the alert thing is still going, and it's
Yeah.
emanating from Seth.
Don't be the same accent. Don't
From
be
Seth.
don't be what I'm thinking it is.
It's not.
I think no. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, hang on.
Where? From
Is
where?
it a?
Running out from the woods by Brucon, actually.
Is this person red?
No.
How far away from Brucom do you want me to place it?
Well, he's going to charge straight towards those the spiders. So he will in fact get towards the one. He's going to get towards the one of the ones on Fleeting Look, right at the Go for Jar Jar 2. So basically,
Stop.
Jar Jar Twinks.
Ollie, I need
whooshing
that.
past
Whoa.
you is
She's gonna sit.
Okay.
She's
is
gonna sit
a
next to it.
Put the
It's
kids to
gonna
bed, folks.
is a
It's gonna get weird.
a figure that possibly one or
Yeah,
two of
make
you
it
may
weird.
recognise,
I'm making it weird.
but you haven't really officially met this person yet. But a black dragonborn in full plate armour dashes past you, runs over to the spiders with his great sword, and makes a swing at it. At the old spider there. Okay, 11 dice. Well, so yeah, 17's going to hit. So he does smashing. Oh, that was very nice. Very good rolls on the dice. So he does 15 points of slashing damage to that spider.
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 Deadly Arachnicus Dithicus.
Slams it into it. It actually cuts one of the legs off of this giant spider. It just flinches and like collapses down for a second. It's still up, but just limping along in the fight with you guys seemingly at this time. Okay, that's his turn. So now it's over to Seth.
I'm paralysed, aren't I?
You're paralysed. Yes. Okay, that's your turn. It's the spiders.
Hang on, doesn't he get it? Oh no, he doesn't get saving throw of any kind, does he?
No, it's poisoned for an hour and paralysed for an hour.
Sucks to be safe.
You don't know that, I'm just telling you. Just letting you know for mechanical
If
reasons.
you update our characters while we're on it, crashes ours.
I won't do that again. That's good to know. Okie dokie. So that means next is me. So the spiders are going to continue their advance. This time, first one on to Naeris, who's now trying to set fire to it.
did
No,
somewhat.
Nothing about trying.
I mean, you succeeded, but he's also succeeded. Anyway, 19 on the dice.
Ah, damn it.
So
Hate
goes to bite you,
Hating it.
and with good reason, because
It's
You
gonna, your demonic
you take
dice.
8 points of piercing damage as it bites into you, and you need to make a con save.
D20, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can it do? And you had 4.
Oh, come on.
I had 4.
-1, so that's 3. So that's 11.
Well, why hang on, con save?
No,
Oh, no, can't say it should be fine. I have -1.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
minus
Yeah,
1. So, right,
so see,
yeah.
I'm playing
I'm
right.
sorry, yeah. So what was
No,
it? What was the total, sorry?
11.
11 is exactly what you needed to pass.
Yay!
11.
For once!
So you take half.
For once!
So you only take.
Like the resigned
You
to
only
my
take
fate.
1 point of poison damage on top of that.
My con save was a -1 too.
Normally.
No.
Bless.
Have con save has a -1. Not is a -1.
The other two, well, one is going to continue on against Fleeting because he's restrained, so advantage. That hits. So Fleeting Look again takes 12 points of piercing damage. He's got 3 left, so then he's got to make this con save.
Wait, how much damage do you take?
12. That's
down.
enough to take him
Yeah,
down,
he's
isn't it? So he fails the poison save, which means that he also is poisoned.
That one you can update.
Yeah, I'll do him. So he's now unconscious and
real
poisoned
tragedy
and
here.
paralysed.
Sorry, Dan, you're dead.
The real tragedy here is that Brucon could almost certainly have taken pretty much all of this right on the chin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took like 28,
Just shrugged it off.
I took 28 points of damage in round 1.
How
Yeah,
did
but-
these
but
hit so
Brucon's-
hard?
Good job you're at the
But
front.
Brucon's a dwarf, so he has advantage on poison saving throws and resistance to poison damage.
But the 28 damage is what I know. The other one just automatically hit, so that was more damage after that.
So, hang on, Fleeting he's not bleeding
He's
out.
unconscious.
He's also spider paralysed.
He's just,
Spider-lised.
Has he lost all his hit points?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
unconscious.
Okay, fine.
So Fleeting Look is down. Down for
They're hitting hard.
They are hitting pretty hard when they hit. And that last one is going to go for the armor-clad Dragonborn that's now with
The
you.
Wookiee.
No,
Or the Jar Jar.
The Jar Jar's going for it. 11 on the dice. That's going to be 16, which is not enough. He bounces off the plate armor. Okay, next.
How much
Yes.
damage have we done to this?
Okay, that one there is That one there, he's doing all right. He's not taking a lot of damage. He only
10
had
or
glancing hits. A bit more than 10. I can't tell you what.
Okay,
Right.
okay, fine.
But one of the others is really ropey.
Jar Jar.
Jar Jar's really
Jar
ropey,
Jar.
and
Not
the
level
Wookiee is pretty much okay. Pretty
He's
much
taking
okay.
like 9 points from Shatter.
So, Mala, what are you doing?
Moving. 1, 2.
We're getting away from this
Helping!
whole fire situation right here.
Okay, so 2 things. Number 1, bonus action, healing word onto fleeting. So that's going to be 4, 7, 10 points of healing.
10 points of healing, putting Fleeting Look back alive, but paralysed and poisoned, but he's there.
Then action, I'm going to use cantrip Toll the Dead on Jar Jar. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
The wisdom saving throw got you.
DC 13.
DC 13.
Natural 1 on the dice.
Whoa!
And because it's big hit, I get a D12 for
Yes, you do on your Toll the Dead.
Oh my god. That's so much.
That's the court, thank you. That's 6 points of necrotic damage.
Emotional rollercoaster.
The spider hears the ominous bell of Declan, and it just and contorts and then rolls onto its back dead. It's
Jar Jar's dead.
2 down.
it's
Universal favour.
yeah, it seems to be oozing
Jar Jar
from its abdomen. Okay, ooze. Okay, so that's Malar. Next, Brucon.
Okay, Brucon's gonna head on over to. He's gonna go to the part of the action that it does not involve being on fire.
You turn the music down.
Yes, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That goes down. So has that got Brucon in melee range for?
Yep.
Yep. Sweet. Not gonna flurry of blows this time. So black short sword, purpley unarmed strike. As a bonus action. Okay, natural 1 on the short sword, but 20 on the unarmed strike.
It's safely say the 20 hits.
Yeah. So
Go get him.
this plus 3, 6 damage.
6 damage. Alrighty, that's a good hit on him. Smashing into his larger abdomen back, pounding into it. Hisses out at you. You doing anything else?
No, that's it.
Great. Leogrin.
As an aside while I'm here, actually no, we'll go to combat. I'm going to launch Eldritch Blast at the nearest spider, the one that's next to Naeris.
Yeah, do it.
What's that? 14 to hit?
14 is exactly
Magic
what you need.
number.
Yes, it is.
Not a magic number. 4 force damage.
All right. Yeah, okay.
4 force damage to
I
that.
believe that Leo one day will roll a number higher than 2.
I've rolled some hires.
It flinches as you
One higher.
shock it with your thunder magic.
Yeah, just the
Force
damage.
magic.
So
Sorry.
Force.
your blast is agonizing.
Yes. So I did the plus 3.
It is still up, however. Okay, so you doing anything else?
Nope.
Fleeting Look
Stand behind the horse.
is also paralysed, but he is stable and conscious. Naeris, your turn.
Okay, so Naeris, with what has transpired, goes like, oh hell no! just does a little bit of this. Let's do this slightly differently. So she's going to cast, because it's still safe, it's safe. Again, as our Scorcher. Oh no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like, I'm
I
not
am
taking
pissed.
this. I am this. I've had enough of this crap. No bug is gonna be. I mean, famous last stories really, but
Black Dragonborn.
that's a Dex save.
Yep.
And
Our new friend Black, yes.
Black Dragonborn indeed. Okay, so Dex save, 14 on the dice.
14 on dice.
Yeah.
Okay, so half damage. That's 3d8. From what I've written down.
3d8 halved on the one right next to you, isn't it? Agonizing
Yeah, I will find these. There we go. 1, 2. I have them. I will use them.
If your damage is low, you can
Do it.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm gonna add the d4 to it because let's do everything I want.
Yeah.
Good shout. Oh, damn.
If you're
It's not that. So we've got what's that? 11, 12 plus 1.
So
That's 1.
Gives you half the
Do you want to
half of the 12.
empower it
So
or not
6
bother?
plus 1, so 7 points of damage. damage altogether.
7 points of damage. He's still up, but you do cause a streak of fire to go over it, and it causes like black singes just down the middle of this spider.
Burn the skin.
Oh yes, the
into it.
the flesh is starting to bubble and
smell
hiss.
it.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. It's corrosive, horrible.
And she's just like in this rage face.
You're totally raging right now. And speaking of raging, after that, you hear this very loud, very bright and almost shiny because of his armor, black dragonborn shout out, "Lord, foul abomination! Die, you fiend!" And you see lightning spark off of his sword as he goes in to attack the one that's still standing, the Wookiee. He moves over to that one. He rolls a 14 on the dice, so that will hit. That'll be good, because otherwise that'd have been a waste of a good spell. As he does 3 points of lightning damage along with... Oh, that's much better. 7. Along with 7... 12. In that one hit, you hear a boom! Thunder and shockwaves go out around you. The spider goes flying off into the distance, dead. And his greatsword is just like buried into the ground, and he's just like hunched over it with its awesome might as he is it's displayed in front of you. That's his turn. Top of the round, Seth, you're still paralysed, so it's the spiders. Me again. The spider, as there is only one left. And with that last spider turns around, it's going to disengage, and he's going to try and escape into the forest.
How far?
It can go 30 feet.
To 6 feet.
I think.
Does it go by 4 without?
No,
one,
no, just
2, 3.
It'll get to the first tree and it'll start climbing.
Here.
Yeah.
So just
Start climbing up that tree. So it's about 10 feet or so up the tree. By the end of his turn. Brilliant.
Cool. We're not going to play with the toys anymore.
It's not a real
Wait,
spider.
hang on, so he ran away.
Or is
He's
it?
running
He
away.
disengaged.
Out of fuck
Disengaged.
you,
Yeah.
buddy.
Okay. So that means Malak, your turn.
Oh, okay.
It's currently climbing a tree.
I don't know.
About 10 feet up the tree. You can just about see it through the tree.
Top of the dead.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save, please.
Rolled an 8 on the dice, and I'm pretty sure they're not very wise. Nope, that's a fail.
So that's going to be
Oh,
cock.
come on.
That's a cock. That's cocked. That's one.
No, you regret.
Yeah, that's probably my life.
1 point of damage. You hit it, and but it still seems to be moving around. The big branches seem to be moving frenetically as it's frantically trying to climb up this tree. Okay, Brucon, it's your turn. There is one, so there's just the one spider left that's currently climbing a tree. What do you want to do?
How high up the tree is the spider at this current?
About 10
moment?
feet.
About 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hang on. So that's 1, 2, 3.
Not particularly high up the
No,
tree.
okay, that's probably enough without having to burn a martial arts point, to be fair. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to make an acrobatics check to do in fact, handspring, like do a multiple handspring run up and then bounce out of it at the end to rise up towards the spider and try and stab it with the short sword and have a strike at it with
That
the...
sounds good, yeah, you can do an acrobatics check.
Sweet. So that will be 18.
18, yeah. So with an 18, you roll over. It's like a coiled
So,
spring.
have you ever seen Batman Returns?
Yes.
So you know how there's that moment when Catwoman is introduced and like backflips for no reason at all
Yeah.
from one side of the street to the other, like covering about a 15-foot like.
It's a great reason.
I was going to say, it looks super.
I didn't say it's bad. I just said there's no reason to do it.
There's no plot reason.
Yeah.
It was
That's
just for the
that's
audience.
Brucon. That's Brucon right now. Just boing, 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 and then
Luke on
leaps.
his Catwoman.
Yes.
And then make an attack roll.
We'll make 2 attack
Or make
rolls.
2 attack rolls, indeed, yes.
So black is
It's a
the
very
short
tight
sword.
suit.
So that's a 14 and a 20.
Both hit.
Sweet. So this is +6. Oh god. Alright, 9 points of damage.
9. Describe for us how you dispatch the last of the spitters.
So we've already established that Brucon is describing an upwards trajectory as he intersects with the spider. I'm going to say that he, the short sword just goes straight through its head and into the tree, and as a follow-up, he, like hanging from it, he flips up over it and delivers a kick straight into the centre of its thorax and just straight through.
Nice. And with that, it just comes crashing down to the ground with Brucon on top of it.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah.
That still only counts as 1.
But wait, but Brucon's a dwarf, but also... oh god.
Everything.
I asked for
They were power
pause.
gamers the whole time.
brief pause.
Yes, so with that combat over, we're going to take a very quick break. We'll be back very shortly. And we are back.
Hero.
I will say,
hello, Crying Zombie, thanks
Henry
for tuning
Cavill
in.
is a gamer, so I trust.
Hi, Crying Zombie.
So
Hello,
with
Crying
the with that taking that combat over and the spiders taken care of, you're left with a large black dragonborn in full plate armor standing before you. The thing that immediately catches your attention, Malar, is that he has he has dangling from his greatsword a symbol of a flame going into a water drop, which you recognise as a symbol of Agrafall, god of the struggle. And she kind of looks about at you as,
I'm so sorry that these came across you. I've been hunting them for quite some time. I've been looking after the and defeating the monstrous beings throughout this area. Sorry, forgive me. I am Rexland Swordclaw of the Order of the Broken Fang, Knight Sergeant of the Order of the Broken Fang, I should say. It's a pleasure to meet you. I trust that you are all safe and these two men require attention, I think.
Greetings, friend. Let me introduce myself, and as I do that, I move up towards Fleeting Lock. My name is Deacon Malashade. It's disciple of Agrafall, I see there. I myself am from the Hammerfern Institute. I am a deacon of the 8.
Ah, I see. And he sort of gives it a over elaborate bow towards you.
Of course, I have much respect for the 8.
Name? Sorry, was
Rexland. Rexland Swordclaw.
There.
I nod my head, and as I do, I lean down, I grab Fleeting's arm. I'm assuming I know he's paralysed?
You will now know he's paralysed, yes.
I will cast Lesser Restoration on Fleeting Look.
Okay.
And banish the paralysis.
Okay, so he's still poisoned, but paralysis is now gone.
Mr.
That's a
Fleeting,
good
you can get
call.
up now.
And he just lies there.
Or maybe take a little rest, that's fine. You're
okay.
Friend, may I ask, with no malice intended, of course, I'm not much of a political beast, but you are some way from Rachir, and with all due respect, our countries are not exactly friends at the moment, or at least the Bureaucratic Republic is not.
Oh, do you take me for some resident of Rachir? I was born and raised here in Bruacrin.
Oh,
my father is a well-respected member of my order.
I meant no offense. I am deeply sorry to...
Guys, Seth is...
can I just do a medicine check on Seth to make sure he's functioning okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
It's going to be 14?
14. All right. With 14, he's you can tell from that he is currently poisoned by some venom. Must have been from a spider bite. You can see the puncture marks, and
a spider did this.
You believe? Yes. Oh, good lord! Also, the spider carcass by him as a giveaway, You believe it's also paralysed him as well, because his eyes are open and he's looking at you, but he can't seem to move.
But have I been able to determine that he's, other than paralysis, he's in no real danger?
With your passive perception, he doesn't seem to be in any immediate danger. You also notice that the other thing that confirms your suspicion is as soon as the last of these spiders was destroyed, the sound going, "Alert! Danger! Alert!" stopped.
Miss Naeris, I think he's going to be fine, just like this. For a little while at least. I look down over Seth and I just give him a knowing look.
Attention.
I turn back to the Dragonborn.
Naeris just wants to help in the meantime. She's just like... and then casts mending on some of his clothes because she has nothing else. She's just...
There's now no longer puncture wounds in his clothes. Just him.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm helping. I don't have anything with the heal. I didn't set you on fire. It's...
I can't. Yeah, I can't. I can't burn my way out of this situation.
I can
There's
burn
only one other thing
which
to
I
do.
Didn't.
We'll have that conversation when you are no longer paralysed.
I don't know if anyone else heard the weird noise coming from Seth before.
Yeah, he seems to have some sort of...
Right?
Yeah.
What?
There's a tent, right?
That's my tent, yes. I have been, I was meant to meet with a contact at an inn not so far from here, but I was denied entry because of my Dragonborn heritage, as your Loxodon friend there assumed. I was from Rachir, and because my paperwork apparently has some sort of problem, I cannot prove that I am, in fact, undoubtedly from Bureaucrin, so I've been wandering this particular trail in the hope that I may find the person who's asked for the aid of the Order.
While they've been discussing this, Brucon's sort of moseyed on over and sort of hoists Seth up and just kind of like grabs him and kind of like yoinks him up in the middle of getting ready to do a fireman's carry on him because he's kind of assessed the situation and gone, Malar ain't going to be helping this Seth, so process of elimination.
All right,
but as he's doing that, he kind of looks at Rexel and goes, we deeply appreciate your assistance, my friend. I might possibly be able to help you out with that.
Really?
If I can, yes. Whichever of us has the deepest voice. No.
A battle, you say?
Yeah.
At this point, Naeris starts speaking Draconic.
I mean, you could if you wanted to speak Draconic. He's obviously
No, not right
going. No, not right now. Save that for later.
Alright.
All right.
He doesn't need to know.
Gadget. Next time.
No.
The time of the orc has come.
Sorry.
Brucon said, I might possibly be able to assist you there. I have some sway with the officials here in the Bureaucran Republic.
Ooh.
I could potentially vouchsafe on your behalf.
Well, that would be most
Once I've got all this
agreeable.
beard hair out of my mouth.
Yes, I can understand. The scales sometimes gets in there. Yes, that would be most appreciative. I don't suppose you know of any, you've come across anyone in your travels in the area that has been looking for the order at all?
Let me just
You
consult the campaign notes.
You might have.
Yeah.
You can make a history check if you'd like.
What's the
Malar.
order, sorry?
Yeah, that'll do.
The order of the Broken Fang.
I can't in character.
Yes, I was going to say the order of the Broken Fang.
Oh yeah, we're not them. I've even got the note in front of me.
20.
20.
Nice.
Yes, you remember the buxom blonde who entered your booth the other night. Last night. Was asking if you were a member of the Order of Broken Fang, and then you told her that you weren't, and you were quite grouchy and tired, so you got her to leave, to leave you alone. But she apparently was, and she said her name was Giselle Shepherd, and she was from Hillburg.
I may have bumped into Shepherd, Ms. Giselle Shepherd. That be your contact, Mr. Richfield?
I wasn't given a name actually, but it was she asking for a member of the order? Or?
Oh, indeed she was.
Oh well, this is most fortuitous our meeting. I'm glad I was here to save you from these spiders.
Well, I'm
Brucon just kind
Thanks
of...
for entering, Crying Zombie.
Hello.
You've logged it.
Badges.
Get those badges. Sorry, carry on.
Oh, I was just going to say, as Seth kind of does a little kind of sort of paralysed, indignant mutter, Brucon just does it without looking or changing his focus at all, just whacks him on the back.
Wax who on the back?
Seth.
Oh, yeah, sure, okay. Yeah, just
because he's still kind of mid-hoist.
yeah.
And Naeris just stares at the dragonborn while mending her own clothes from the bite and everything, just like a really bitch. It's there.
Well, do you know where I could find this lady now?
well. She interrupted me last night in the bar, the tavern. Some way that
Flaming Jackman's
Mm.
in Halfreach.
Yes. That is indeed the inn I was trying to enter for many nights now, and I have yet to succeed. Perhaps there is somewhere else I can interrupt her.
Oh, well,
Intercept, should I say?
friend, let me offer you this. We have it on good faith that the doorman is currently running an extended errand. You may be able to gain entry a little bit more swiftly now if you were to try.
Right. Well, excellent. I will endeavour to try. I shall go at once. Thank you.
Turn this into a point-and-click game. It's a broken sword. Hop down.
Thank you, Deacon.
I extend my hand to shake. Yes, Mr. Rexclaw.
Swordclaw. Rexland Swordclaw.
Rexland Sword. Nice.
And he grabs your hand and just bows as if he was to royalty almost.
May the egg go with you. And I pop a guidance on him just for the next minute.
Yeah.
It is much appreciated.
He then tries to sleight of hand Malar.
And if you ever come across any more monstrous, unnatural beings, be assured that the Order of the Broken Fang will not be far behind. And he turns and goes towards his tent and starts gathering up his belongings.
Mr. Brucon, were you going to maybe place Mr. Seth on the back of the horse there?
Stands on her horse.
Oh, we can do. It's not required.
Oh, I was just thinking of your back, but if you're happy to carry him for a duration...
My back's big enough to carry a whole bunch of people. This is fine.
Oh, very good. Come, Mr. Fleeting Look. Pull him up.
He gets up. And as you go to pull him, he then just gets himself up and goes,
Mr. Look might want possibly to use the horse, though. It seems to me he's had a tough time.
Would you mind? I will leave up to Miss Naeris to determine if she wants to share the horse with an able-bodied.
I'm happy to carry Seth.
Oh well, very well.
That seems. Yeah.
That sounds like a capital idea.
Perfect deal.
Fleeting Look just eagerly goes over to Seth and hoists him up on over his shoulder. In fact, he's going to have to make a strength check because he's not particularly strong. 13 on the dice though. So for Fleeting Look, he'll succeed on that 14 to hoist you over.
Yeah, Seth doesn't weigh a lot, I'm guessing.
Yes, half elf, not too heavy. It seems to be alright.
Dexterous.
So who was going to be on the horse?
No one. It's fine.
Who?
Fleeting
The
Look is
Dragonborn that was going to be.
no. He's going.
He's just currently disassembling his tent. But he's still within earshot, so you can still talk to him if you wanted to.
Well, I was thinking you'd ask.
If only we had
Dragon
some way of
questions
reviving Mr.
about the
Seth.
dragon guy.
Oh, indeed.
It's okay, Seth. It's okay. And just start stroking Seth's hair a little bit.
Not compulsory.
Just. Even though Seth's paralysed and therefore can't speak, he's like just to try and reassure him that everything's okay. A few moments later,
An hour later.
or should I say a few minutes later, not an hour later yet, but a few minutes later, Rexland has packed up his tent. He bids you all adieu with a flourish before, with a self-important stride with his chest puffed out, starts making his way back down the trail.
As he
Away
leaves,
from you.
Naeris just yells at, kind of, not yells, but audibly says, "Good luck," in Draconic. Just good luck.
Okay,
Just give him a little.
and he replies actually. He stops and turns around, and which he actually coughed.
Such a beautiful language.
So mellifluent.
He said, "May Agraful watch over your struggle."
It's real.
And carried on his way. The struggle is real. Okay.
She replies, "It's real."
I take it you guys are now going to carry on your route.
Sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cool. Okay. So you can carry on onwards.
Hang on, just before we do,
Wait a minute.
Brucon's path to the path
Mm-hmm.
will take him close by to one of the deceased giant spiders.
Yes.
He's going to produce a flask
Yes.
and milk some of the poison from the sort of the pedipalps.
Now to do this, you will need to make a nature check.
Okay. Okay. He's going to attempt.
Exactly, because you could get this wrong.
Yep, that's very true.
Well,
Yes.
Grab the spiky bit and then.
I tried doing this as a player myself, and I got it horribly wrong, and I nearly died.
I'm feeling slightly better about Brucon's. Okay, but that's a 2.
So you go to where you believe the poison gland would be, where the poison would be excreted from, and you just go to get your fingers in there, and then it's like my eye, and you said my eye, and it's like it really hurts, and you can't see out of your eye for a little while. You also take a modicum of damage. You take 3 points of poison damage.
1 damage.
Or 1 because of your poison resistance, yes. So you're like, and you have to blink profusely, pour a bit of water in there, but you're more or less okay.
Lesson learned.
And in doing so as well, when you panicked, you also kind of ripped the abdomen, and you can't get anything from it. You can try on another one if you'd like.
No.
Okay. Like, lesson learned.
Yeah.
Enough
So-
with these damn spiders.
So you continue on the road. After an hour, Seth regains his movement. Fleeting actually kind of feels you, like, as the movement comes back to your limbs, and he just grabs you a little bit tighter. It's okay, sir. It's okay.
Thank you. Yes.
Does Leoberin Naruto run everywhere?
Sorry, I need to get this on the camera because actually
Let's
Twitch
go back to
can't
point.
see this.
Get off, Fleeting!
No.
We've now got Leoberin Naruto running. There we go.
If it ever gets to a point where Leoberin needs to run, yes.
I'm
That is
getting
canon.
But
off.
running is
Fleeting.
definitely not something he would
You will
voluntarily
need
do.
to make an athletics or acrobatics check to escape the grapple that you are currently in.
When I wake up, I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and go, can you let me down, please?
Okay, you make a persuasion check.
Um,
But you get advantage because you said please. It's fleeting look. This is how it works.
20.
20. And he goes, oh, of course. Just lets you down very gently, and then just kind of fusses over your clothing just to make sure to get all the dirt and dust off of it.
That's cast mending.
Yes, but he's doing it anyway. And does it for an awkwardly long time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're so good at emoting with your eyes.
This is such a good day. So, poisoned, huh? Sucks.
It's like Fleeting's really here with us still.
Thank you for carrying me. And then I'm going to carry on.
I'd carry you anywhere. Within reason.
As I start walking down the road, I'm going to make sure I hold both daggers in my hand and keeping a very close watch on the sides of the road.
Naeris observed this to the side and just goes, "Hey, Fleeting, what's a group of Cephs called?"
Pissed.
I think they're called, I would say, a Seif? A Seif of Cephs?
Okay.
Or a sea of Cephs. No, it's probably a much larger group.
A seething Ceph.
No, that's just one.
Seething of Cephs?
Oh, I didn't realise you were here. Sorry. Anyway, shall we? Another hour or so goes by of travel before you see in the distance up on the hills, in the foothills to your left, you can see the beginnings of a settlement up ahead. It appears to be a fortified town with a wooden palisade. From this distance, the only other buildings that you can make out, other than the wooden palisade, are two large white buildings. One more central, and one slightly to one side, which is slightly smaller.
We had dwarves.
Continue on, and you arrive on the periphery of the large village or town, whatever you like to call it, of Hillburg. You see, as you start heading towards following the road towards the main gate, you can see you go past farmland. One thing that takes your notice immediately, particularly you, Seth, with your passive perception, is the farmlands. Whilst not fenced, you can see a few sheep, but there's also a few dead, mutilated sheep carcasses within the field as well. You see one solitary figure standing in the field. Looks like maybe 4 feet or so high, and just with a crook, just kind of looking over his flock.
Hillburg with a U or with an E?
It's with a U.
So the guy's looking over his flock with mutilated dead sheep.
There's some dead sheep and some alive sheep, yes.
How does he look?
From this distance, you can't really tell without doing a perception check.
Yeah, can I do a perception check to see what he looks? Ah, that's great.
It would be fun if it was called Hill.
That's not my character sheet. Perception. It's literally 7.
7. It's hard to tell from this distance because all you can see is a lot of beard. So it's probably a dwarf. Quite a stocky build. You can't really tell
Stereotyping.
because he's 4 feet tall and got a beard. Yeah, a little bit.
I've done mentions about him. Like, there's a lot of dead sheep to the side in the fields. Don't know what's happened, but can't tell if they look pissed or if they know what's happened.
Keep walking.
Yep.
How close are those fields to the entrance to the town?
Sorry?
How close are those fields to the entrance to the town?
So the fields kind of run up until almost up to the walls itself. The gate is set away from that because it's
Are there guards at the gates?
not on at the foot. So you would guess, although you haven't been able to see, that there may be some along the palisade.
I'm gonna say it's like whatever this was. Something's probably killed them in the night if they've done this with guards watching. So I'd stay in town at night.
Well, wildlife will be wildlife, and not everything needs a guard to tend to it, Mr. Seth.
Just make sure we stay in town at night. Just if something's attacking this close to town.
Agreed.
Yeah, we'll carry on it.
Okay, so you get up to the main gate. It's a nice big wooden gate, as you can appreciate with your I was going to say stone cunning, but it's actually wood. But with your eye for craftsmanship, you can see that this is a sturdy and well-built wooden gate. It's maybe 10 to 15 feet high, somewhere between that. And just above it, you see one.
That's several times Brucon's height.
Oh yes,
It's
oh yes.
tall.
It's tall. It
On
is
the other
tall.
hand, it's made of wood. Really, does anything made of wood last? To a dwarf?
What are these fists?
Tree.
Barely more.
You
than-
1 inch punch.
You can
Brucon just sets it up. Right, on a 1 inch punch my way through this gate.
It's barely more than one of those net curtains that people
Yeah,
put
yeah.
up. It's just like
You imagine that if you were to take the bust of a statue and to hit it against it repeatedly, it would do nothing, and you'd go, "Damn English oak." So, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves reference there. Okay, enough of that
But
banter.
it's from the bit that doesn't feature Brian Blessed or any of the other nonsense.
Or Alan Rickman and all that stuff.
Is there anyone?
Yes,
on
there
the
is
See?
one figure standing on the palisade. You can just see their head poking above the parapet with a helm on. And they call down to you. Who goes there?
we do. You can see us.
Identify yourselves, you smart ass.
Well, this is me. That's her. That's him. And so you get the idea.
Hang on. You in the robes. You look awful familiar to me. That's not Brucon Rumbleguts, is it?
Do I know this guy? Can I make a history check to see
You
if I
can
know
make
this
a
guy?
history check. Yes, you can.
Don't get bonuses to this one, though.
No, a backstory. Everyone recognises
Ah,
me.
shite. 8.
8. There's something in this voice that you recognise. You can't quite pin who it is, given that you have your experience in Burikrin. You know a lot of people. And you have quite a large family. It's quite hard to pin who this could be. He goes, "It is! Brucon! Don't tell me you've forgotten your cousin! Otto Rumbleguts! Otto Whalen Rumbleguts!"
Like quickly backed away from the edge of the gate.
Pulls out an umbrella.
Another cousin.
And a cagoule.
Another cousin standing above you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Backs up.
Precedent. Yeah.
And like covers her head
Just
in
tell
like
her, precedent is not on my side.
Oh no.
Yeah, Brucon's like, oh shit. What was it? Otto.
so yeah.
Otto. Good to see you again. Yes, it is I. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm the sergeant of the town guard. I'm the gate guard.
Oh, heavens above.
Aye.
Or below.
Oh,
Not entirely sure what the astrology here would be, but anyway, heavens somewhere.
I'll tell you what.
Astonishing.
What in Agrafall's beard are you doing here?
What I'll be doing here.
And in those robes.
Oh yes.
I thought you were, used to be a snazzy dresser. You're looking rather drab, if I might be so bold.
I've chosen to adopt simplicity. It's the latest style, It's there's none of that flashy stuff anymore. It's terribly gauche, much too over the top. we don't do that now.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, if you guys are with him, then I'm sure you won't be of any trouble. So, bear with me. Guys, can you let them in, please? And slowly the gates start to open. Yes.
Can I ask, the uniform they're wearing, is it the same one as the people that we found the corpses of as we're on the
Well,
trail?
you can't see his because of his. He's only got his head above the battlements. But
American guards that
yes, you're
following.
right. Republic guards, yeah.
Can we from the guards?
When the
the
gates open, the two guards that open the gates, you can see they're wearing the same tabard with the blue and white chevrons. Yeah.
I'm gonna whisper to the group. Let's not tell them we're following people that could be fake guards that have kidnapped someone. We don't know.
Well, how else are we going to determine?
We'll find.
But maybe
Tea
they're,
and Turin
maybe they're
first.
the fake guards. And we're looking for fake guards, and they're like, oh yes. And then they stab us and kill us.
That's plan B. We'll keep that as a backup.
I mean, that
if we
was why we're
survive
not
plan
telling.
A.
That was why we're not telling them. I
Yeah.
thought.
Why don't
Yeah.
we just not tell them things? And I swear to God, Brucon, if he pees on me, I don't care if he's family. I don't care if you stabbed yourself in the chest. He's
This
dead.
this isn't Rudy. This
I'm sorry, what was that?
this gentleman this gentleman has an entirely different
Oh yeah, none of
arrangement.
us know this.
What? Oh, that he. Oh, don't we know that he stabbed himself in the chest?
So
No,
at
the
this
pee.
point,
The pee thing.
Oh, the pee.
We don't know this.
Yeah. So I'm just
No,
whispering. He was like, nothing.
Everyone in the party knows about Brucon doing the sacrifice,
Oh
right?
yeah.
No,
we
it's
don't
the
know about
pee.
that
Pee.
part.
Pee.
No, the
thing.
peeing part, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
So
mine.
I'm
yeah,
just-
Naeris' first episode and
I'm
your
just-
first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
correct, yeah.
So I'm just very
And your
quiet,
first
just fucking guys.
We met her.
That's
and
not that's not his style. He's got other problems.
We met her, and then she just seemed
Great.
irrationally angry for something
And actually-
that could have
Drop
happened.
trowel.
As you say that, he
Does
appears.
this look okay to you?
As you say that, he appears from the gatehouse to the left, and you see that he takes his helmet off to reveal he's got a shaved bald head underneath, but he's got a nice long blonde beard. He's like, well, what are you waiting for? Come here, give your cousin a hug.
Oh, bring it in, Otto. Bring it in.
Gives you a big embrace for letting go. And at this point, I can give you a bit more information. So Otto is he's your cousin. He is the youngest son of your Aunt Ginny, who was Aunt Ginny. Obviously, is your father's sister. That's how it works. Genealogy.
I did annoyingly forget to print off the thing I did about that, but never mind.
No worries, we've got plenty of time for that. So anyway, with that, so you can now take in this the town before you. So it seems to be a buzz of activity with people walking past. They're generally looking like well dressed. It's looking like there's no real signs of poverty that you can see around you. Everyone seems to be fairly together. It seems quite a merry place. There's an inn just across from you, not too far away. You can see a market square further on.
Does that inn have a sign or a name branded on it, or about itself?
It does. In fact, you can see that it appears to have a mural painted onto the wall, which says "The Trickle Inn," and it has what?
Nothing?
It's genuinely called the Trickle Inn.
I believe you.
No.
As the name has had for centuries.
Written in gold paint. And it seems to depict a hillside scene with a jovial couple lying by a stream, dipping their toes in the water.
Malar will sort of say to the party, I have business here, and it may be prudent to maybe get some rooms if we're going to stay here. I certainly need to acquire some spell components, and do with a drink. Ms. Naeris, your relatives, your family, where would they be?
Do you need time
I
to
don't
think?
know where they are. I've got.
Adlib.
I think they're just they're in the nicer part of town, but it's my first time here.
They're just
so-
standing by the road waiting for me.
Do you have a name that you're looking for?
Yeah, it's
Mine?
You have. It's your uncle Brynlin Summerfall and Aunt Argentia Summerfall.
Yeah.
For
Aunt
if
May
they're
and Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
Similar.
Warren and Baru.
Yes. So
That too.
maybe,
That's just
Maybe that's not a
unenforced
great
fire.
precedent to set.
maybe.
I mean, Uncle Ben's not great.
No,
it'd
Uncle
be
Ben
good
is
to
not.
It's
ask
my rice.
somebody in the pub.
Indeed.
I literally, I know they're in this town. I'm not sure where.
I would advocate we go in and we get drinks at least, and then maybe consider our activities here.
Just before we leave, is the cousin still here?
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah.
Can I, well, first of all, so hi, I'm Seth. My name's Seth. I've been travelling with your cousin Drukon. We were actually coming to meet a couple of friends of ours who, hopefully, have you been on the town guards the last few days or so?
Yeah, of course I have.
Maybe you've seen them. We're looking for a couple of dwarves named Teenan and Turin.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of dwarves through here.
One's very loud.
Well, there's a lot of them. They seem to congregate round the. To be honest, they're protesting outside the Temple of the Eight. You got a load of these Fairfan cultists.
These ones, one of them had a very, very big hammer.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah, there was one. No, a pair of them. They came through. What? It must have been not 2 days ago. As far as I saw, they went straight into the inn. I don't really pay much mind to much else when they come inside.
But you may have also, we're also looking for.
What's the time? Oh, yes.
Back in
MMA.
back in half break, we've
30.
played a few rounds of poker with some town's guards that were making their way down here. Wanted to see if we could find them again to get a bit of a rematch for the lost money. Have you seen any new guards come in the last couple of days? They would have been wearing uniform, announcing themselves as guards, probably.
Sure, not that I can think of. No. Obviously, you know, there's not many of us guards. I would have noticed if a load of them had suddenly turned up.
Definitely would have been a load of them, just a couple. Maybe they would have been accompanying a woman they were coming with from Half Rage.
Well, there was no guards, but there were a group of people came with. They were dragging some sort of large statue with them. You know, a female statue. Can't remember when that was now. It wasn't. Must have been earlier this week. Came inside. I thought nothing of it, to be honest.
I'm going to turn to Matt and I'm going to be like with calming eyes and sort of like this. Mala, you had some friends who had a statue you were looking to acquire. What did it look like again? That's the only guy who knows what it looks like.
Yeah, indeed. No, I don't know. I've never met.
Was
You
there
know
the
that?
temple where
Oh, there!
Sorry?
she
temple
was,
where the protest? What was it called?
Temple of the Eight.
Female and with
It's just a
hair
generic name
and
for a temple,
a
basically.
face and some arms, as I'm
Does
led
that
to
match the
understand.
description of the statue?
I would be surprised if it didn't.
Any idea where they went?
No, like I said, I didn't see them leave. I only saw them come in. You know, it's not every day you see a fully grown statue being dragged through the half-light past. So,
Do you think there'd be anyone in town we could ask about where it could have gone? Like, it'd be good to get a rematch with them.
well, sure. I mean,
I told them we played cards with them.
well, if I
okay.
had a statue, there'd be a couple of places I would go. Would be the market square first of all, and of course bits and pieces. The general store, which is right next to the market. The gnomes there do like to do deals. Of course, if they were looking to transport a statue, then they try the carpentry, because Brynland makes carts and all sorts.
Wait, Brinland?
Brynland's Summerfall, yeah, of Summerfall Carpentry.
Where can we find him?
Oh, it's just, he'll be inside his workshop. It's only, it's just down the road that way.
You said they weren't guards. Were they just wearing normal clothes?
Aye.
I definitely think we should check out the carpentry first.
Okay.
Right now, or
If you guys are planning to stay a little while, I can take your horse there. We've got the stable right here. I'll make sure he's fed good. So.
Yeah, that's really helpful.
Thank you.
No worries at all. Anything for family, eh, Brucon?
Yes.
Slaps you on the back.
Good man, Otto. Good dwarf.
I like this.
Indeed I am, although not to the lady dwarves, if you know what I'm saying. Hey, remember in the good old days?
I like him less.
You're not a dwarf, it's okay.
Set fire to him now.
Don't worry, lass.
I have my information.
Those days are way past me. Well, sort of past me. Not majorly past me, but you know, enough.
Hashtag me too.
Should we head to that carpenter to see if they've found anything?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Right now,
I think Naeris wants to check that quick.
I will meet you there. I'm just going to drop and I pull out the note, the letter.
Okay.
I will meet you down there.
Cool.
Great. Okay, so you guys head on past the guardhouse, the gatehouse, round to the the west side of the village, following the road, west side. And there you see.
I no longer have the mobility in my
So
hands.
most of the buildings that you've seen are red brick in this particular in Hillburg. They're mostly made of red brick and clay. This particular one is made entirely of wood, which it's a bit of a giveaway. This is probably a carpenter's. It's including the roof, and you can see if that wasn't enough of a giveaway, that carved in a wooden panel above the door is the words "Summerfall Carpentry." Windows either
flammable goods are specialty.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. There's windows either side display wooden toys in one window and homeware such as cups and plates and all sorts in the left-hand window.
Don't worry about it.
And you see some neatly cut lengths of logs down one side of the building, just neatly stacked there.
Can you remind me of the name of this place? I know you've said
Summerfall Carpentry.
Our child and our career are not compatible. Let's get rid of the child.
Right, can I just do a quick perception check? Just looking at it.
All right.
DM is restricted on.
I think it's like direct message, like your
But why would
DMs.
that be restricted? No.
Slide
into a DM.
Perception, +3, so 19. 19.
19. Okay, what are you looking for?
Do you want anything for you?
Just trying to see, like, is it... Basically, is there a statue anywhere nearby? But also to see if there's anybody there that I recognize or should recognize. Or
Okay,
anything that sticks out, basically.
This is our life for the rest of this town trip. I do a statue check.
Yeah.
You can't see any statues. So this is just looking around the building,
Yeah,
right?
looking around the building for anything that would catch my attention.
So it's a two-story building. The main thing that catches your attention, you can see that there is movement inside. You can see somebody. You can see through one of the windows that there is a figure that seems to be busying themselves. It looks like on a lathe.
You can't
what?
terminology.
It looks like quite a stocky female, quite tall, human. You think?
Cool. So I'm just gonna basically Naeris right now is just kind of going through the whole oh god like are they gonna kick me out? What are they gonna think of me? I'm actually here. I've been wanting to get to here for so long, but I kind of like don't want to go in. So just kind of approaches. There's a door, right? Or is it just like an open?
Just a door. Yeah. You go and open the door.
Like,
Do you open the door? Oh, you knock on the door.
knock
Okay.
on, like, hello, Billy,
Hello.
brown lad. Hi. And then I.
It's open.
Okay, so kind of poke my head and it's like, Brendan.
And you see before you, as you say this, man turn around. He's quite large. It's a half elf actually. He's wearing his a leather apron over some, fairly modest cloth clothes underneath. He looks like he'd be relatively strong. But what's also sticks out to you, these kindly brown eyes and salt and pepper short hair. A little soul patch beard as well.
Of course, yes.
And he's just has a cloth in his hand. He's just like wiping some sawdust from his hands. Can I help you at all?
I'm looking for Brendan and Argentia Summerfall.
Well, you found him.
Hi, I'm Naeris. I'm wearing my mother's cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he should probably recognize that.
And he just stops. Like he just sees the cloak.
Just gotta look pretty.
Naeris, oh my God, come here! And he comes over to you and just gives you a big old hug. Like, you feel the strength in his shoulders as he kind of wraps them around you. Yeah. Oh, it is so good to see you. What kept you so long? You were supposed to be here days ago. What happened?
Definitely doesn't involve urine.
I mean,
Or death.
Yeah, shit. There's a number.
or actual death. We ran into some problems with some some inn or something. We just had to kind of go off course a little bit.
Never mind that. The main thing is you're here and you're
just,
safe.
going like
that
this.
was the main thing I was worried about. I'm glad you're here. Argentia's she's been making up your room for days. She's been like so pleased about it. So I'm kind of glad you're here now because now we can finally the fruits of her labors. So in fact, she's just upstairs. If you want to go see her.
Yeah. So
Sure.
Okay.
Argentia!
You're just kind of excited.
You got a
Doesn't want to be
visitor!
too excited.
You start like running up the stairs, and
There's just kind of like paces left and right.
just as you start running up the stairs, you see at the top of the stairs is a human female, quite delicate by comparison to the more brutal. What am I saying? Brawny. Thank you. Brawny Brinland. Thank
No
you
worries.
myself. This is getting so weird when you're playing so many different characters.
Oh wait, shit. Hang on. Are we in? Is it
Jack time.
Jack time?
So yeah, you see a more delicate features, heart-shaped face, and these bright blue eyes and immaculate pale blonde hair in a very high bun. Just with quite a simple brown dress with a pinny over. Got a bit of a mumsy kind of feel to it in a traditional way. It's just, Naeris, you've arrived! I can't do this with this. It's weird. It's too weird. Oh, thank God you're here! And she comes over and she just like flaps her arms out. Oh, give him a hug. Oh, it is so good to see you. It's been so long.
You need to put that
You need to
out.
show that on the camera. Oh, you can't see it. When the DM starts a conversation with multiple NPCs and each has a different accent, it's basically that bit from Rick and Morty. Yep, that is exactly what's going on right now. I've been so worried. It's been so long. Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
And Naeris at this point, with everything that's happened, just slumps on her and just starts crying. She's like,
There, it's okay, my dear, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Let's
Fucking, I can't clap. I have to punch my hands.
Damn these raps. Oh, would you come on? I've made up a room specially for you. You can go there and rest now if you'd like. Or
Opens the door. So many umbrellas.
burns down the whole house.
And business.
Suddenly learns fireball. So it's like I have some friends outside that helped me get here. So can they stay close or?
well, I'm afraid there's not a lot of room here. I've only got the one room, but
Mom, can my friends stay?
but you know, there's plenty of room at the Trickle, and they've got lovely rooms there, and that's only round the corner. They wouldn't be far away from you, so don't you worry. But your room, of course, it's ready for you whenever you want it. Oh, I'm so happy you're here.
Right. So I just kind of go down. And I'm just gonna tell them.
Sure.
I'm gonna be. So come down. Guys.
Come on down.
So I'm gonna stay with my family for a while. I think it's gonna be good for me right now at this point in my almost very short life. But before all that, is there anything I can help with? You guys did resurrect me.
Now that you've mended my cloak enough,
Any mending? Anybody? Any last minute?
Could you ask your uncle what the
Miller's
collective
not
term?
there.
I
for-
left fleeting with Malar.
Oh, okay.
I left him on purpose.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why there was no
Apologies.
fight back. I said it.
I put him in a box and I
Nope.
nailed it shut.
So she's quite attached to Malor, so she's not gonna. So I would say, Mom.
Mum, my friends are at the pub. Can I stay out late
Yeah,
tonight?
exactly. I just have a couple of things to do, but have you guys, by any chance, seen a brand new like statue? Like there's been anything like that. There's a statue that has gone missing.
No.
Unfortunately, our description of it is woman, arms, an average height with a face.
No, I'm afraid I haven't seen any. I'm afraid. I'm sure if I see something, I'll let you know. But no, it's just all wood around here, no stone, unfortunately.
If you see it, just tell. Don't go check it out. Just tell us. Just.
Sure. Hey, you'll be close by anyway, so you'll let me know, right?
Yeah.
Are you coming to the pub too?
Yeah. I just need to say not goodbye. So just tell a friend that I'm gonna be staying.
Sure. Well, hey, we'll see you soon, right? All right. So you guys head on back to the inn.
Heading back, we'll be like, well, so we'll catch up in a couple of days. We'll see if we have any clues looking through, and we'll catch up in a couple of days.
Yeah, but I'll come to the pub.
Literally a month in real life is going to be a couple of days.
Just want to say.
we run.
Yeah.
Just want to say a quick thank you to Polar Knights, who says, "Finally, a Dumbo cosplayer. I love your outfit."
Thank you.
All right, so you get to the inn and you find Malar and Fleeting Look, who have patiently been waiting just outside of the inn. I wanna say.
Well, we were going in to get rid of them.
Just inside of the inn. We'll skip the description bit for now, for time reasons. But yeah, you find Malar. Yep.
Yeah, and just.
And Fleeting Look.
Yeah, I found my family, so I'm just gonna stay with them for a while.
Oh, that's probably for the best, Miss Naeris.
May the quarterstaff serve you well. Don't break it.
Oh,
If you do, just at least bring it back if you do. Don't throw it away.
Indeed. Why
How did you break your last one?
didn't we fix the last one?
Because I was dead. And you then threw away your stuff. and
How
I
did you
just-
break it?
Oh, it was an incident with the.
He's literally dead.
Why didn't you do that thing for me? Because I was
The
dead.
Dark Counters.
Yes, that'd be the one. Thank
Flesh
you.
Brothers.
Well, Ms. Naeris,
We'll find out later.
may the Eight watch over you, and I trust all will be well. If you ever need any assistance, don't hesitate to, I guess, find the only Loxodon on this continent.
And she just goes,
Pretty much.
I'll keep that in mind. So it just goes into like a big like hug, but she can't quite reach
Bring it
very
in.
far.
There, Miss Naeris.
Just like,
Fleeting Look just comes behind as well, like tries to get involved.
and she just like pats.
The arms go around both of them.
Yeah, and then just kind of looks over to Sam and goes, "She's not actually going anywhere. What I don't understand. What's
We'll
happening?"
explain it later.
Okay.
Yeah. And then just kind of just goes,
It's an emotions thing.
Mm.
You wouldn't get it.
checks Leopold's rough one more time. Just, it's fine. Just goes.
Okay.
Anyone need anything mending?
Anybody,
Just one last bit of mending.
anybody.
Oh,
Just,
no, thank you.
So you say your temporary farewells to the group, and you head back to Summerfall Carpentry.
and fall into my bed.
Okay, so you head up to the room. I need everyone else except Naeris to leave the room.
Okay.
Sorry,
Everyone else
this
to make a
fine.
constitution.
I guess.
That's easy.
Bear with me. This is gonna be
You
a
realise we
little
can
bit,
watch
a little
this,
bit
right?
chaotic. Yeah,
Yeah.
please don't watch this, guys, because this is a big
Make a
thing.
constitution.
So we can never
save
watch
yourself.
Yeah, and die.
I mean, you can watch it in approximately a month's time when
I'm back.
when Naeris is back.
Well, hell.
We can now never watch.
Sorry, when Marta's back. Sorry, Naeris is obviously there.
Nice one, man. Nice one. This is all good. This is good.
Thank you very much. Oh, that's
wasn't
okay.
me.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just a little chair. I knew it was going to be a tall
exciting.
order when I was going to ask everyone to leave the room. It's the first time we've done this, but it's very important.
Yes. What happens? Do I get an outfit change? Do I change my hair?
Almost. So, leaves. So, when you get back to the carpentry and you go upstairs to the room, Argentia sort of shows you to your room. Just fusses over you and makes sure that everything's prim and proper. Opens the door and beckons you inside. It's dark inside. The curtains have been drawn. There's not a lot you can see, particularly in that space. You can see the outline of the bed. faintly see a ward. You have dark vision.
Yeah.
Okay, with dark vision, you can see inside. It is dark, but you can see that there is. So you can see the bed, and you can see this wardrobe. It's all fairly well adorned. Quite nice looking silk sheets. Quite fancy.
What's the fancy, darling? I'm just
Indeed.
waiting for that.
Indeed.
And then you're trapped.
And you walk inside. Door closes behind you. And then.
Is she with me in the room?
Yeah, she closed the door behind you. So she's closed and she's in the room with you. And then, seemingly from out of nowhere, standing up from a chair is a figure in a red cloak. It pulls back his hood. You can see it's a half elf.
Demon.
The very same. He smirks and Naeris, my friend, it is good to see you.
Just recoils, just like
You recoil, but in this moment, suddenly, you feel like you regard him as a friendly acquaintance. Like,
charmed.
Yeah.
Friend.
And you regard him as friendly in this moment, and you wonder, you kind of, why has he come back to see me for so long? It's been so long. These are the thoughts that pass through your mind until suddenly you hear a very sharp hit on the back of your head. I'm going to roll to attack.
Oh god.
Does an 18, I'm pretty sure hits.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay.
And your crazy dice.
My crazy dice.
We're swapping dice at some point. Like, I just you need some ones in your life.
I don't.
You don't.
Everything's fine. Everything's
fine.
fine. We're all good. We're all good. Just like
It's all
this.
too
Not change
good.
anything.
Everything hits.
Let me find the right thing for this. Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna take some damage.
Yeah. I've already
I don't know if you
taken
could
some
tell, as you are hit from behind with some kind of blunt instrument just slams into you. You take.
The mustache is alive.
The mustache is gone because this is like, whoa, what the hell's going on? You take 11, 16.
Jesus,
18.
I'm gonna be dead.
20 points of bludgeoning damage?
Yeah,
You're unconscious?
Yeah, I had 15.
So with that, you fall unconscious on the ground. Unseen, and all goes black. You are stable,
Okay, I'm not.
but you are unconscious.
Okay.
You've been knocked unconscious intentionally. And
Great.
as far as the rest of the party knows, you're
I'm
fine.
happily with my family.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to bring everyone else back into the
Okay.
room to finish off.
Yeah.
Everyone can go back in. No telling, no telling.
She's alive.
No, no.
I'll go first.
These are all assumptions. These are all assumptions.
Blood. I remember when I had that in my hands. Oh, hell. Shit. Hell.
No, it's So I got a few extra minutes because I picked up what I needed to pick up.
Next time Jack wants to do this, he's going to have 4 sets of headphones and he's going to be like, guys, you're not leaving, just start listening to
Yeah.
music.
Plug them in.
That's a great idea.
So just for mechanics' sake, because obviously Marta's not here for the duration of November, sad face, but Naeris will still be present. So if you want to take Naeris with you on your adventures, you're welcome to do so. Obviously there is a risk involved with that, but you will get some XP from that adventure. But yeah, if you want to have your sorcerer with you, you can do that, and you guys can, as we have done
We'll
before.
let that down to Marta before we just kidnap her character.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
We might be in town for
I'm
next.
going on record right now that say you may.
Front row fighter.
Yeah.
The meat
Please
shoot.
don't kill her.
That's great. She's like a little nuke now.
Oh.
We send her in, she bursts into flames, and everything around her takes
I'm
damage.
thinking of this. Has anyone watched The Boys
Yeah.
with the laser baby?
Yeah.
Take her in somewhere. It's like fire.
Well, he can, like, Loxodon could just go, "Huh, Simba! And just,
We're still on the stream, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, so Naeris has gone off into the sunset, sort of, for a little while. But as I said, you can visit her anytime, and you can bring her with you on adventures. That's not a problem.
We go. Can Naeris come out to play?
Essentially,
literally.
you will literally have to do that.
Not for Naeris.
But anyway, what are the rest of you doing?
Well, while the carpenters was happening, Fleeting and I were trying to drop off a letter in the trickle.
Oh yes, of course you were. So,
Can we just? We're on what? Early afternoon.
yeah, it's it'll be early afternoon, about 2, 3 o'clock.
Equivalent of 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Trickle Inn, quite a grand building, just sort of on the corner of a crossroads in front of the gatehouse, and it's a grand brick building with the first floor made of with a blackened wood and white clay, kind of got that Tudor feel to it on the first floor. With a few narrow lattice windows and so on, and the other main thing is there's a lot of flora. There's a lot of sort of flower displays. There's butter everywhere. There's flower displays. It's not real butter.
There's a lot of I can't believe it's not butter.
Smeared on the windows. No, there are flower displays in baskets, hanging baskets, and so on, sort of under every window. And hanging baskets outside the door as well. It seems somebody is quite the horticulturalist. And then as you head inside, the bar itself is one of those fancy exposed brickwork bars in the Urban Outfitters style. There's many trinkets hanging from the walls.
There's big vats that have been used for making beer, and it's like
There's
we walked into a tap room.
There's old there's sort of
Keep an eye on your money at all times.
There's displays of old farm equipment, ceramic screw pump, buckets, all that sort of paraphernalia hanging off the walls. And in the centre of the building itself is the bar, which seems to go 360 degrees all around a central pillar. Behind the bar, you can see a rather large and stout man nods over to you. The bar itself seems to be quite busy. Even at this time, there's quite a lot of families sitting around at the tables, and in one corner you notice there's a lot of dwarves who are causing a bit of a commotion in that area. But the barman looks up to you in a kind of jowly but well-meaning face. Hello, can I get you any drinks or anything?
Greetings, friend. I am not right
Treading on thin ice here, son.
Maybe in a short while. I'm after Henlath.
Hello. I thought that'll be my wife.
Okay. I have mail for her.
If it's a personal letter, she's she's round. She's doing the tables.
Can I see her?
Yeah.
Knew it was going to be a
you don't know what she's going to look like. Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah.
He says, it's hard to miss her. She's got a lovely green dress, half elf with lovely blonde hair.
Can I see her?
Yes. Yeah, she's a descendant from
Thank you, sir. I may be back for those drinks and maybe some lodgings in a bit.
Of course.
Walk over to Henlath.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings. Is it Henlath?
Yeah. Hi. Can I help at all?
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deacon Mala Shade Creek of the Hammerphone Institute. I have mail for you. This is from Mr. Greenblade. There you go, miss.
Served.
Okay.
Who'd you say it was from?
Somebody calling himself Greenblade.
She looks like somebody darts eyes over to the bar.
Can I inside check that?
Yes, you can.
I don't know. Can you?
17.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks like she does not want the word Greenblade to be heard by her husband behind the bar.
Is everything well, miss? You seem perturbed.
I'm sorry you got mixed up in all this. It's Loxley and I had a bit of a thing, and you know how some men can, hold the torch for a while, unrequited.
Is this, if you do not wish to, I could take the letter and dispose of it?
Yeah, if you...
I don't care.
Where's my money?
As an elephant person, I don't experience this kind of thing.
No, I'll take it. I'll see what he has to say. Don't tell anyone.
Oh no, this is exclusively our business, and I will not be telling anybody else. You have that on my word as somebody of the eight. Good day, Eunice.
And you see that she looks quite anxious, and she starts sort of rubbing her tummy and looking slightly guilty, and just nods.
Okay, goodbye.
Cannibal.
And I would I assume it's probably, I go to Fleeting, I assume probably about now.
That assumption makes sense.
Naeris comes in and we have that exchange.
Yeah.
Cool.
There we go. That neatly ties that up. So, with the rest of you gathered in a rather fashionable institution that is the Trickle Inn. Welcome to the Trickle Inn. We shall call it a day there, and we will pick this up on Monday. So, thank you very much, Marta. We're gonna miss you.
You guys.
So come back soon, but keep being awesome. As for the rest of you, look forward to seeing you in civvies on Monday rather than in costume. But it's been great fun and also top quality on costumes, guys. There's a lot of effort's gone in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where's the
But
moustache, Jack?
sorry.
What happened to that stuff?
The drama of when you left the room.
It mustache stuff.
It literally.
I mustache.
I'm terribly sorry, mustache.
Fun fact.
Mustache, dash everything.
When
bonus
I'm
action
back,
dash.
the
Bonus
first-
action mustache.
The first session when I'm back, I'm going to be fresh off a plane and profoundly jet lagged, so it's going to be great.
That'll
She's
well
gonna
work.
be like, what level are we now? 5 apples.
Just spread it. What do you want?
Love the optimism that would have hit level 5 in 5 weeks.
I know. 4 weeks.
Who knows?
Your character
Who
will
knows?
have survived the minus to her stats. It'll all be gone. You'll be running on -4 to everything.
Yeah, I'll be minus 10.
It'll all balance out.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll be back on Monday, usual time, back in our usual slot because I'll be recovered unless I get worse, which won't happen. We'll be back tomorrow though for a little roundup in our campaign diary, and yes, I will be talking about what dismissing everyone from the room except Marta was about.
Does that mean we
Along with
I
everything
like
else,
knowing
I would
secrets.
advise not watching that,
He's
or
not
I will
watching.
signpost that moment so that you can stop watching when I talk about that.
I can tell you that you will be mad at yourself if you do.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't want to.
Noted.
Yeah. Like, it will be worse if you do watch
The
it.
payoff will be so much better if you don't.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Naeris has been hired to assassinate all of us.
It's like Trouble in Terrorist Town, but different.
Yeah.
You were only gone for a minute.
I was thinking Manchurian.
It was an important
I
minute.
know.
Anyway, thank you all very much, and until next time, stay safe.
See you later. Bye-bye.